We in.
Hello, friends.
Howdy.
Hi. Welcome back. Welcome to this week's episode of Heretical Heroes, our Endeavors in Eberron campaign. If you haven't heard of us, that's okay. Just know we're a bunch of dorks that play D&D every Monday at 5 p.m. EST. If you have heard of us, welcome back. First on the list of announcements, Sav.
Charisma 20 soap, or body care, is a sponsor. We've got D&D class themed soap, spell themed bath bombs, shower steamers, all the nerdy body care stuff you need. Use code INOUREBERRON to get 15% off. Back to Mackenzie.
What are shower steamers?
They've got like essential oils in them, and you put them in the shower, and they'll release them to kind of. We've got a haste one to kind of start the day, one to kind of clear stuff out if feel a little bit gunked up.
I might have to take a look see.
I'll definitely have to. Maybe I'll swing them by.
Hell yeah!
Swing multiple by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm down.
We'll
I will buy one. I want
we'll
one.
do however many you have, all at once in the shower, and then we can all take
With
turns.
all of us in the room together.
Yep. Next on the list of announcements, we have socials, our Twitter at Heretical Heroes, as well as our Instagram. YouTube is also under that name, so if you want to catch up on past VODs, totally go over there and check those out. We have started porting stuff over to podcasts, so you can find us on Spotify searching Heretical Heroes. I wasn't able to catch up this past week because I was dying from migraines, so that's my bad. I dropped the ball on that. Join our Discord! ! Discord. That place is pretty cool. It's hopping. There's cat pictures in general chat right now, so that's fun. And then I think that's it. I never remember. I think that's it. Let's just do the thing.
Okay.
Let's just do the thing.
So, last week, our group was in the lovely plain of Lamania, trucking about, trying to help Balrek deal with some very minor issues, nothing overly pressing at all. After a couple days of traveling, they came upon a festival where Balrek took some time to gain the blessings of 2 additional gods.
The champion.
Because one wasn't enough.
Which culminated with a boat coming up out of the water, just kind of magically. And it ended with a vision of Balrek's mother and her meeting with his father. And that's where we're picking up right now.
Is that where they met?
That's where they met.
Did they bang?
Eventually.
Okay.
Is that my origin story?
Part of it.
Your parents met and
My
they
mom
banged.
almost died and then had me?
Not right after.
Same day.
Same day. That's a quick gestation.
What?
Fucking Mass Effect garbage.
So your vision's clear, and the crowd has stepped back a bit, and it's only the 5 of you and Veridar standing nearby. And the ship is risen out. It is beautifully crafted. It has markings going down the sides of it that look to be depictions of a scene of battles and a group of figures mourning over comrades, and it kind of culminates near the bow of the boat with 6 figures standing sentinel over a woodland landscape, and the end of the boat kind of comes up, and it's like a large carved turtle, like large snapping turtle head looking like face that kind of comes off the prow, and it just bobs there in the water waiting for you.
Oh. You ready to do this?
How did you have that?
And he gestures to the Minotaur shaman, who just has kind of moved back with the rest, and he just...
Why did you show me that?
You need to understand where you came from and who your parents were.
I understand who my parents are. Why did you show me that?
To know where it all began and to show you where she came from.
I'm just gonna immediately start walking.
Okay.
Did everybody see that?
Yes. It just kind of like swirl. It was like a swirling sand around you, and it just kind of played out like a video screen.
Veridar did that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, my memory is bad.
You're fine. So
Cap
Balrek
it
starts.
off, asshole. Follow Balrek.
Veridar, you're not an asshole.
Thank you.
But you have one, and I'll follow.
And keep it safe. And I'm gonna walk away. Walk with them.
You should probably take care of Nadia's horse while in case we're gone for forever.
Good luck and be safe. And we'll just once you're all on board, he'll walk up and just kind of gently push the boat away from shore, and it just begins to just kind of float out into the lake.
Okay.
Is this like Rosetta, but different?
Bigger,
Bigger, but just as blue?
just as blue.
Huh, okay.
I want to touch the water.
You're gonna touch the water.
No.
As your fingers touch it, you just feel almost like a static shock. It just kind of like tingles up your arm, and it's not a painful feeling, but it's the water's kind of alive with energy, and it just kind of it ripples where your fingers are, and it almost becomes a slight bit more translucent, and you swear you almost catch a glimpse of kind of coming from the bottom of like the side of a ship, but as the ripples end, it quickly dissipates. As you
It's cold.
move away from shore, the sounds behind you vanish unbelievably quick, and you're all sitting there, and at that first glance you look back, it seems like you're hundreds of feet from shore, and then within seconds the lights of the shore just seem to fade, and you're just in the open expanse of a lake, the water just quietly lapping, and in the distance you can see what looks to be dark clouds kind of slowly moving towards you, and ever so faintly in the distance the slight outline of a small island in the distance, and you just move in to the darkness of with only the orange glow of the moon casting down on the water, reflecting up, giving kind of a pale orange glow, as the boat just seems to move almost on its own. It even kind of corrects course just a little bit as things are going on, and it seems to almost be under its own propulsion.
Is there any type of living being?
On the boat,
Yeah.
other than the five of you, no.
There's no below decks or anything. It's just a.
It's like a really big like gondola. It's enough that you could probably all sprawl out, probably enough room to lay down and rest, but not a ton past that.
How? Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
How far away does the island look, and can I guesstimate with looking back at the shore and how long it took to get there? Maybe how long it'll take to get to the island?
Sure, you can make an intelligence roll.
I'm
That was basically
smart.
what I was gonna ask.
I'm smart.
If you want to assist kind of chit-chatting with after, you could give advantage, or you could both roll.
I'd chit-chat. I never shut up. So, it looks like it took us X amount of time to get to here, so I don't actually know the times.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah.
It seemed like the shore behind you kind of faded very, very quickly.
Quicker than it should have.
Quicker than it should have.
But also quicker than what the boat looks like to be moving.
Yes.
It's fucking weird.
It's a weird place.
Oh, that's What do you mean that's cocked? They're not cocked.
No.
Oh, this one is cocked. Oh, it's worse. It was a 1 and a 2. So, that'd be a 5 total. Oh, it's 4 total.
You're smarter than me.
Given how fast the shore seemed to disappear, it kind of throws off your sense of time, and could be hours, could be a few hours, could be 10 hours. You're having kind of a tough time getting a good gauge. The moon just kind of seems to hang. It doesn't even seem to kind of move in the sky. It's just sitting there at its zenith and just kind of moving along.
Well, I have no idea, so I'm going to sit down and start looking at the dagger I have.
Okay.
What's that fancy thing you have there, Asta?
A dagger?
I know, it's beautiful, and I like beautiful things, and you want it off a fool, so I want to know.
Well, right now it just seems like a dagger, but I figured I'd try to suss it out with a tiny amount of time.
Alright, well, when you figure that out, I'd love to know.
Okay.
Is anybody doing anything else while you ride, or just sitting in quiet silence?
Gonna nervously play a kind of melancholic song on my flute. Just a little sad, but quiet.
I just want to be extra aware.
Extra aware?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just kind of looking out through off the sides of the boat, just kind of.
Pretty much.
As you're looking off the side of the boat, you catch off one side, and you look down into the water, and with the expanding ripples coming off of the boat, you see kind of the edge of the lower part of a ship going by. Grayish colored wood, just kind of moving through the ocean, and as you pass by, it's almost as if you're passing underneath it, and it's there for a few moments, and then you move on, and it just fades out. And looking through the ripples, you swear you can almost see the stars of the sky through the water.
Okay.
And give me a perception roll for just kind of other leering about.
17.
17. As time begins to pass on, you, with Gideon's melancholy song and the quiet lapping of the boat, you feel just kind of maybe a slight sense of peace come over you, and an odd feeling of serenity in this lake. It's water in every direction, just the clearest, bluest, most beautiful water you've probably ever seen. And then slowly you begin to see figures and scenes slowly just kind of show through the ripples of the water. And I want to switch to 2. There are large, shadowy, tall figures step out, and there are smaller, more humanoid-looking figures, and they step forward, and there appears to be some exchange between the two of them. And as you move on, it seems almost as within these visions, time begins to pass, and the small figures, they go from these humanoid forms, and they begin to become a variety of things. One moves to have multiple legs and multiple arms, and you see a variety of weapons in its hands, and begins battling with some of these large creatures. Another female-looking form grows and swells, and her features just kind of fade almost into shadow, and she begins casting spells towards them, and a huge battle ensues, and these figures, looks to be about 15 of them, and as things go on, the battle rages, and some of the smaller figures are destroyed, and some of the large figures seem to just fade. And then there are just 6 who are looking down upon a barren wasteland. And before them there look to be funeral pyres, and they look to mourn their fallen comrades. And they talk, and they spread out across the land, and you see them slowly moving and kind of encompassing this barren wasteland in almost a vague circle. And trees begin to grow once again, slowly raising up, and a vast jungle forms in between them. And the figures, they move from being alive, moving figures, and they slowly fade into unmoving, just stalwart guardians of stone, looking out over different points, one by the mountains, one by a lake, several others through the woods, one standing by the northern coast. And the vegetation grows and grows, and slowly you lose sight of them, and the visions fade outward. And you look up, and it feels like only minutes have passed, but the moon is just getting to the horizon, and on the other side the sun slowly begins to crest, and that pink orange glow of sunrise begins, and you see a large island, the island much closer now, and above it raging clouds and a mighty thunderstorm, and rain begins to fall heavily in the boat as you finish the slow approach to this island. By the time you reach, you're drenched, water filling the boat, almost like not enough to sink it, but enough that there's a slight bit of water down at your feet, probably near the tops of your toes on your boots for those who wear them. And there's kind of a bump as you knock into rocks. And towards the middle of the island, you see a large, kind of gnarled form just rising like a monolith towards the middle. And you start seeing figures, vaguely humanoid, but cast in that morning light, it's tough to see. They all seem to have maybe some slightly bestial features, and a small group of them start moving down towards the shoreline and line up in 2 rows of about 10 each on each side, about a mile up from the shore, and they just stand there. You can tell that they're facing towards you, but it's tough to make out any features. And the boat slowly comes to a halt, and you hear the slight grinding of wood against sand. And there's just cracks of thunder and bolts of lightning just kind of flashing in the sky.
I've got fabric up over my head like a hood.
If my harpoon's ready is
Okay.
Just want to ever so slightly pause and just.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was wonderful.
Beautiful.
3.
We'll go. Yeah, go to 3.
Are you ready for this?
Balrek this whole time has just been kind of sitting in the boat, arms crossed, kind of looking down, not talking at all.
Even I'm not making a huge effort to talk. Gideon is very nervous.
I'm gonna get out of the boat.
Okay. Just kind of.
Feet in the sand.
Yep. It's very coarse, just and almost hot as you step onto the sand, and it's even for somebody who grew up around the beach, it's almost uncomfortable. As your feet touch the ground, there's something about this island. It's in the storm itself. It almost feels like they're interconnected, not two separate things, but one entity in of itself. It's oppressive, and you have that feeling of being watched, that there is something here with you. And now that you're off, you can see these figures a bit, and the ones that are lined up, there's a variety of shapes, but they are not totally humanoid. You can definitely see some that look longer snouts, a couple that are a bit taller and burlier and almost have the vague appearance of bears, but they're still a ways off, so all of the details aren't totally clear.
I'm just gonna stand ready.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay.
Well, they're not attacking us yet, so I think we're good.
Are we expecting an attack? Is this... I'm not sure I fully understand what we intend to do here.
I mean, Balrek's here to... He was gonna get an audience with them. That was the whole thing behind being the champion.
Just gotta get up and get out of the boat and start walking up.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Step for step.
Crunching of sand. As you move up out of the beach, the creatures become clear, all covered in fur, and they look at you. Some of them look to be wolf-like humanoids and bear-like humanoids, and even some that look to be maybe boars. And towards the back, you see a couple that have more of maybe like a large rabbit-like appearance, and they look at you with intelligent, knowing eyes. And as Balrek approaches, they all just slowly drop to one knee and kind of that step along as you walk through, and they all avert their gaze as Balrek begins to pass.
So much.
It's a wee bit unnerving.
He'd probably actually hesitate the first time one of them drops to a knee, and then keep going.
Okay. They just repeat over, and it's definitely in more of a bestial language, like you would hear from wolves and animals, of the champion comes. The champion comes. And just a low voice. And as you pass them, they all remain just kind of kneeled. And once you're past them, you can see this monolithic, gnarled mound a bit more clearly, and it is uncannily familiar. And you see before you what looks to be the largest group of briars and thorns that you have ever seen. It almost makes like a giant dome, and it appears to be completely solid. Takes you a few more minutes to get up there, and as you get close, some of them just begin to kind of fall away, and a pathway through becomes visible.
I think I would stop at the edge. Kind of look up at everything.
Okay. As you're all behind Balrek, right?
Yeah.
as he steps in, the blue color of his staff begins to slowly brighten to the point where it's casting a pale blue glow around him and kind of lighting the edges of this briar pathway. And it is just, as it goes through there, the thorns are just like scant inches away from Balrek. And as you all step in, it almost feels like it slowly compresses a little bit to give you just enough space to get through without touching them. There's even a few spots where you think one's gonna maybe catch your horn, Aster, or you know, you being a bit larger, Gideon, you think, and you know, expecting it to snag, and miraculously none do, and you walk for a few more minutes, quiet.
Does it close behind us?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's takes a few minutes to get through, and you step in, and there's just a nearly empty grove in the middle with just a single large red shard just kind of standing monolithic about 7.5 feet tall, sticking out of the ground.
Yeah, does it look familiar?
It does. To all of you.
Like maybe it's the one in Hope.
Very similar.
Okay.
But it's red?
It's red. The one in the dragon shard in Hope is red as well.
Oh,
I mean, it
they're
looks-
blue.
It's only 7 feet tall.
This one only about 7 feet tall. Yeah,
But it looks identical.
How big is the other one?
huge. Like
Yeah, because in my
one
mind
was
they were building like
ginormous.
scaffolding around.
yeah, like it's
Okay.
it's like about 15 or 16 feet tall, and like that one, it's like there's some scaffolding, but in Hope it's actually like they've dug down into the ground as well, so it's been like excavated out. And when you get close, it appears to, you know, reflect, but the reflection in there is, it doesn't show features clear, and it's something just isn't quite right. It's not quite your shape, but it's close enough at first glance that you think it's just mirroring at you, but you realize that you're seeing the shape of another figure within.
And this is the only thing in the grove?
It's the only thing in the grove. You hear, "You've made it."
Yup.
Do you still reject my gifts?
I thought I was supposed to get an audience with 3 of you.
Just a low, quiet chuckle, and you all feel something press just kind of into the back of your mind, and you see through the eyes of a figure standing probably about 15 feet tall, and before you is just desolate wasteland, except for a maybe small city-size stone ruin in the distance. And at your feet is quite possibly the 2 most beautiful figures that you've seen. It's tough to pick whether man or woman. You get this sense that they're something more. They're not human or something that you've experienced before. One is covered in leaves and vines wrapping around, almost draping like a gorgeous verdant gown, and she's obviously been obviously dead. There are wounds all over her. And the one beside, the figure that looks, their features look remarkably similar, maybe siblings, and beside him is a bow snapped and sundered. This bow is probably nearly as tall as Balrek in scale, and again, dead. And you see them just fade and sink into the land, and a bluish color just begins to permeate through the ground and tendril out and move down the hillside, and you see life and plant life begin to sprout up out of the ground. You can see the vast coastline out in the distance past these ruins, and slowly it's covered as a forest grows in front of you. 3 there were. Now, I hold the mantle of my brother and sister.
Right. And why should I accept your...
gift?
We'll see.
Because it is your birthright. It is what was meant to be. It is your place to protect and push back those who encroach upon the sanctity of nature. Do you wish?
Is there any way to control them?
You must allow yourself to give in before you can control. To fight is not control. To accept is control. Do not be like your squeamish father. Have the might of your mother.
Isn't everyone hearing this or just me?
I would say everyone. But you're not... The voice rumbles, and at first you think it's like this loud voice that's rumbling the ground. But after a few moments you realize it's in your head. And that rumbling is almost like the force of it just causing your body almost to shiver with the sheer magnitude of it. It's like listening to a storm through headphones at max volume. It just you can feel it in your bones.
Bone conduction headphones.
Fancy.
Do you wish to see more?
More what?
Of how you came to be here?
What are you talking about? We were brought by the elemental.
You have been along these lines. It is my will that brought you here. And it will be my will by which you leave.
Alright, stop. Stop talking. Stop.
And you feel it kind of recede out of your mind a bit. And it's just silent. Just like in an eerie silence that you can hear breathing. It's the only sound that seems to emanate.
Is he gone?
For now. What? I don't know. I don't know.
Now, the crystal's in the middle. I assume you got fairly close. Where is kind of everybody standing in relation to that?
Like 5 feet back and to the right.
Okay.
For me.
So your guys are kind of like still kind of flanking behind him.
I probably honestly would have been like circling around it, looking at it.
Okay. As you move around it, you don't see a human figure. You see what looks like a tall, dark tower that just kind of appears from different angles as you walk around.
A tower?
A tower of jet black stone.
Have I ever heard of or read of anything like that?
Give me religion at disadvantage. What's everybody else doing? I mean, you're just
Waiting.
waiting.
Natural one. These dice fucking hit me.
Oof.
It was a 1 and a 3 that time.
Oof. Nothing familiar now.
Okay.
Those dice are just mad because you were shopping it for other dice.
I
No,
wasn't
you-
shopping, I was browsing.
The Tinder for dice.
Yeah.
That,
Tinder.
that lick at the end was.
Yeah.
Swipe right on it.
Well, said we would talk about stuff before I act.
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
I think you should.
I don't know.
I think you should learn more.
I don't really. He mentions gifts. At what price? What is he asking of you?
I don't know.
Maybe you need to ask him what the price is. Because I don't pay for something unless I know what I'm putting out.
He did say he was a protector of nature and destroyer of encroachers.
Balrek, you were brought here for a conversation. You should have a conversation.
I know talking's not very easy for you, but just pretend you're me. Don't pretend you're me. That will fuck things up royally.
Fine. Fine. Show me more.
Wisdom. And you're taken back to an area that you know well, and you see that same tan-colored minotaur, and it's hard to make out what they're saying at first, but you can tell that she's arguing with somebody, and you can begin to kind of see it in your mind, and there's another, the same minotaur that you saw pick her up and carry her away, and they begin to argue, and she looks at him. No, we need to go and burn it to the ground. Get them out of here now. No. They came, we stopped them. We will let them be. We will protect our land. There is no point in bringing war. And she just kind of throws up her hands and kind of walks away, and the vision kind of swirls, and it cuts to what appears to be a later period of time, and you see some small figures, axes in hand, just kind of moving through the woods, and they begin trying to chop at some trees, and you can see a small cave in the background, and the large minotaur is just over a fire, looks to be cooking something, and he's startled. He tries to, leave. You hear, do any of you speak Goblin?
No.
You hear a bunch of chittering and kind of guttural noises, and a crossbow bolt just kind of zings past, and you see that the female minotaur step out of the cave, 2 huge axes in hand, and just raises one up. Leave now. And she just steps forward, and you begin to hear the sounds of battle as the vision fades again, and it cuts to a bit later, and the male minotaur is sitting over, and he brings a bowl to the woman whose stomach has now started to kind of get a little bit bigger. And they're talking, and you were right. Chasing and killing them. Maybe, and she just kind of looks down and puts her hand on her stomach. Maybe it's time I take a different path. And she gets up, and the two axes that are just kind of set upon a table, she takes them and has the heads facing in different directions and opens a large wooden crate and just tucks them away, wraps them, and tucks them towards the back and closes it. There's a little bit more time passes, and you see her holding a small bundled form, and you hear commotion out at the end of kind of echoing down a cave. And there's a smaller figure, cloaked, standing, and you can hear a voice faintly. It's deep, a little bit gruff, and slightly familiar. And it's arguing with the male voice. She doesn't belong here. You know that. She is here. And we are living in peace. There is no need for trouble. She has done nothing, and she will do nothing. She comes from somewhere else. Things belong where they belong. You know better than this. I know what I have here. And nothing you will do will change that. Then you will get no further help from us. You are on your own. You know what we swore. And the figure just turns and walks away, and what was that? It was nothing. Just, it's fine. And it cuts one last time, and you're in that cave again, and you can see the flickers of flames outside in the forest, and the two figures are looking at each other, and there's a slight bit of fear in both of their eyes. And the male minotaur, was I wrong? Should we have done more? And she just, no. This is not your fault. We will make it through this together. And there's a crack of glass shattering, and the vision ends. You see now, in action, weakness. We are meant to be the beast that keeps them back. She strayed, and she was lost.
Who did the voice talking to my father sound like? Was it Eredin?
It sounded a lot like it. Sounded younger, but it's very possible it was Veridar.
What's the cost?
A choice. And on the other side of the crystal, the briars start to move slowly, and peel back. And faintly through one, you can see to the right a bit of jungle that looks familiar. It's looks to be near where the black scale dragon folk camp is. And at the same time, another part opens slightly to the left, and it's dark. And as they open more, light begins to kind of shine down the mouth of a cave. Black and charred on the inside, the obvious soot, but it's been washed somewhat clean from time passing. And it's hard, those who don't have dark vision, it's hard to see anything. Those who do, you can see small figures kind of rifling around, and you see two kind of get excited, and they grab onto something and they pull it out, and there's a large crate, and they begin to walk up towards the light, and they go to crack it open, and the box snaps and crumbles, obviously partially burnt, and there's just a faint glint of metal inside, and each one of them pulls out the haft of axes. And
I start sprinting in that direction.
Okay. Balrek just takes off.
I'll run.
Okay.
We follow.
Okay.
Right?
I will follow you. Nope, I can't sing that.
And as you're getting there, the figures are, "Hey, we found something!" in common. And you hear voices, "Bring it out!" And so you're just gonna head on in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, put that down!
They turn back, startled, and just kind of start stepping back, and one starts reaching down for a small crossbow at his side. And just, like, obvious, where did you come from? And you find yourselves at the back of a cave.
Are there any points of fire near them? Torches, anything?
There's one up, another one a little bit further, like right up at the edge of the mouth of the cave. Let me give some visualization.
Are there any briars as well? Or are they completely gone?
They're completely
like it was
gone.
a portal?
So there's a figure there with the torch. We'll call him number 4.
Who does number 4 work
What's
for?
number 4 mean?
And then there are the 2 that are here.
Caw.
Now that you've cleared, you can hear the faint sound of machinery coming from outside. You can see another figure kind of at the mouth of the cave who hears the commotion. And the one of them holding it just drops it and just back up and just kind of holds up a small hand crossbow.
Is one still holding?
Yeah.
Slowly walking towards him. Put it down.
We found it fair and square.
Down!
Can I step up to Balrek and pull out my gun and point it at him?
I would also like to use silent image and make the big effects of like powerful waves of energy coming off of him.
Ooh, okay. Give me an intimidation roll at advantage.
Intimidation.
Let's just do that right away. 8.
Oh.
Okay.
It's nice to go.
Don't come any closer. There's more of us. You can't take us all. And the one with the axe just kind of takes like a half step back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot you. I swear it.
If you move any further, you won't be able to.
I'll click back the hammer.
Can I use my action to change the image a little bit?
Sure.
I'm gonna make it go from those like waves of energy to kind of like coming together into a weird shape of a large bear's head.
Kind of above his.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's roll initiative. Because a crossbow bolt is about a trigger.
Whoop. Oh, not bad.
If you want to go with 4.
Fucking, let's hope this dice treats me well.
I don't know that.
No, my dice hate me, y'all. They hate me, y'all. Why do I roll so bad always?
Not bad, but.
I'm looking for my
The dice just want to tell a story.
Of Aster just being bad at everything always.
She's...
From your failures comes success.
Yeah. Sometimes. Where is it? Oh, you son of a bitch.
Don't.
Where the hell did it go?
Keep wanting to break out a song and dance.
Fucking arrested.
All right. 25 to 20.
Nope.
22.
22. Okay.
That's always the person we want going first.
At least you're reliable.
I haven't been going first a lot lately, actually.
When we want to. I don't like it when I end up first.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Seems.
So 20 to 15.
16.
16 for weird eye thing.
Thank you.
Would you call me?
I'd be, right next to Balrek.
Okay.
I don't know where you actually are, so I'm just...
Nowadays in my piece are over here.
So 15 to 10?
12.
12.
10.
12 is the bard. Other bard, sorry.
The bard.
12 is the other bard. And you said a 10?
Yeah.
All right. 10 to 5?
9.
9. Okay. Well, what's your dex?
No, that's happening.
Wait,
Dex is.
is Gideon the Illuminati?
Plus 3.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I am.
Cool.
But
Makes
now that you
sense.
know, I have to kill you.
It's fine.
Oh. Oh, now I don't want to.
I've got stuff that will fit for that well. Okay. Actually, sorry. That goes like that. Okie dokie. Maul.
Okay. Which one has the axe?
Number 2.
Number 2?
Yep.
Let me ask you a question. And get wrecked.
No, I'm going to hit it with my harpoon first.
Oh.
Thank you. This one.
What?
I'm joking, I love you. Ha! 15.
15. Just gonna hit.
Oh, thank God.
Well, that's good to know. Guys, don't roll lower than a 15.
Harpoon.
No promises.
That is an 11 for damage.
11. You smear goblin.
Wow, seriously?
Dang.
Your fists are so strong.
Fuck around and find
Sorry,
out.
your harpoon.
Harpoon fists.
Fists of Steel.
Gonna hit this one too. Bonus action. That is a 22.
That will definitely hit.
Solid miss, 0 damage, we lose.
Okay. My bad. That is 7 damage.
7 damage, okay. He is hanging on by a thread.
Neat.
Okay.
Oh, I shadow ripped the first one.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
the shadows of the cave seem to just kind of coalesce around Maul for a second, and the shadow just kind of moves up his legs and just kind of
I'm just gonna
Slightly
nervously
A
Come
look
light,
at the
a
other
light
two.
coating that's like
Yes.
see-through, but still a hint of darkness.
So hot.
Okay. Well, this one is going to panic, and he's going to try to take a shot at you, Mal.
Dick.
The one in front of me or the other one?
The one in front of you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a little bit. You just came up and murdered his buddy.
Yeah.
Using the
After
crossbow.
appearing out of nowhere.
Yeah. And he's going to miss,
Mm-hmm.
and then he will use his bonus action to disengage.
And
Ooh.
yep.
Sentinel. No.
Not on this character, not yet.
Give it
Oh,
time.
you are gonna take Sentinel, aren't you?
I don't know.
Number 4 is going to shoot at you, Mal. Ooh, and that's an 18 on the die.
Doesn't hit.
You need at least a 33 to hit.
And you are going to take 7 piercing damage.
A
Ow.
69
I'm going
hit.
to deflect missiles.
Okay. You see a
It's the
bolt
first time I'm
fly towards
using it,
Maul.
so-
Ooh, it's gonna be
It's a
badass
D10.
then.
As if Maul couldn't get any cooler.
10.
10?
What was the damage?
7. So
You
you
just, like,
see,
I catch it.
you see a bolt come up, and Maul just like it's not even close. Like he catches it like almost a full arm length out. Are you?
So
I'm just
hot.
breaking it in my
I'll
You're
use
hand.
just gonna
bonus
break it in
action
your
to
hand. So
swoon.
he just catches the bolt, and you hear it just crack in his hand, and the 2 pieces just fall to the ground. And the goblin looks a bit startled and yells, "We need some help in here!" And this one's going to take a shot at you as well,
All right.
and that one's gonna miss.
Cool.
And he's gonna head back this way. And Maul, I'm gonna start putting the other guys out here because you can probably see pretty well out here what we're dealing with. So
Oh, cool.
there are not many. There are trees out here, but they're all fairly small. Like they've only been growing for a short period of time. And they've all got. None of them have swords, but all of them have axes. You see.
Really laying hard on the lumberjack theme.
Yeah.
The terrain is very
Listen,
nice.
logging is a difficult industry that's slowly destroying our world. Let's
Whoa.
fuck 'em
Am
up.
I the one who's seeing this right now?
Who is she?
You're seeing a lot, Maul. You're seeing a
Does
lot.
anyone else see this?
Yeah, most. I would say the 3 of you up front can probably see it fairly well. It's kind of dark towards the back, so it's. These ones just have the ones without numbers just have axes. They look like they're just. The other ones have weapons.
We
oh
have
my god, this is why you mentioned a TPK earlier, didn't you?
we have a lot of company.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Gideon, you're up.
Oh, okay.
Get it?
Why didn't you say it louder? You could have got
Logging company?
I am going to action crossbow number 3 with a regular bolt because fuck
Okay.
him in particular. I'm going to not with a 10.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Gets off his leather armor.
So I'm going to bonus action to. I'm gonna Mantle of Inspiration.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw my arms out. My hair will stand and like start moving in the wind, and my clothes billow a little, and I look pretty. And I'm gonna give all of you 5 temporary HP. And each of you can use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking opportunity attacks if you'd like to.
As the sparkles begin to just radiate off Gliddy, and it lights up the back of the cave, and you can all see kind of the outside here. What looks to be out here is kind of the slight remnants of maybe like a camp. You can see better in here now that people used to live here. This is
Inside the cave?
inside the cave. This is clearly, there's nearly completely burnt table and chairs. There are a couple of beds. This was a home.
Does this look like the cave in the
From
vision?
Vision?
A lot like
Do
it.
any of you want to use your reaction to move?
Yeah.
I'm going to move there, and if you'll allow me with the rest of my movement, I would like to pick up my mother's axes.
Yes.
Fucking yeah.
I will move up to Maul
Seems.
on your other side. If you could move it more.
You'll have to let me know how that's going to work, because
I can't reach it
that's
out of the
happening.
legs.
Okay.
Faster.
Um,
Can you move
Are you
I
just
think
kind
we're
of
all
like
moving
putting
up.
this back,
Yeah.
putting it on your back? Okay.
It's 15 feet.
No, 30 feet. But
So you've
I'm
got-
just going to move up.
I know you're picking up. Yeah,
This
I'll let you
way.
pick them both up.
I don't want to be near the guys. Yeah, right there. Perfect. You
Shoot, yeah.
rock.
Yeah, same-ish.
Making sure
Little
we're
further,
next to
little
the
further.
and then also
Yeah.
how
Just
that's gonna
a little
work.
too
I
close.
just
You-
thought this was
exactly.
a reaction.
You'd be able
I
to
didn't know what was happening.
pick them up by the
Yeah, it's just a
time
reaction,
before you
but
would
it's up to-
act
Oh,
next
it's a
turn, so I'm just going to
reaction?
have them up.
Yeah,
it's
did
a
you not want
reaction.
to use your reaction?
I will not move. I want my reaction. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Okay.
I think you were.
Nadia.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oof. Which 4 or 3? Which one looks beefier?
3 has like
Three's nearly
he's like
dead.
bleeding. His jaw looks kind of broken. Like his eyes like swollen. He looks pretty fucked up. Like he's got some severe head trauma.
Yeah. Okay. 3. I'm gonna look him in the face and just say, "You will never recover." That is a 15 Wisdom saving throw.
You will never be what?
Never recover.
Oh.
Ooh, that is a 15 on the die, but with a -1 that makes it a 14.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
So enthusiastic.
That's 9 damage.
He's dead, Jim.
And he needs to run away if he's not a splat.
He doesn't. He just kind of. There's the quick look of fear, and then just blood and a limp body.
And
just
then he never
falls
recovered.
slack.
That's the second
Yeah.
time you've killed somebody with an insult.
Those are some harsh words.
And then
It's almost like it's vicious.
Inspiration.
But please
No.
never use it.
Do we have inspiration tokens?
Oh, yeah.
and then I'll turn to Aster and just make it count, and then I'll make eye contact with number 4.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That is, yeah. You know what I did.
Damn, Nadia was sexy there too. Everybody's so hot at this party.
Like I said,
Oh my god.
that was a good one. All right. So Aster. You gunslinger girl.
Hit me. I'm not gonna hit though. It's fine.
They just hit.
Hey, just do it. All right.
Hey, just Nike.
I will. Yeah, I'm gonna aim at that dude, and I'm just like casually just gonna say to them all, I didn't know you could catch bolts in the air. That's fucking cool. And I'm just gonna shoot that guy.
Just having a casual conversation while she shoots people. That's amazing. I don't
so
understand.
Like, oh my god.
Oh my god. Skirt. 16 hit.
That hits.
Sweet.
So you did hit. The prophecy has been
I
fulfilled.
did, but just barely. Skirt. 11 points of gun damage.
Just enough. Just catches them in the throat, and you just kind of.
Oof.
His name is Eckars.
11 points of
Eckhart?
fuck you.
How do you spell that?
ECKHAARS.
Okay.
At the beginning of this month, 4 out of 5 of us were like, "Nah, we're never gonna kill."
Join me.
What? What is it? Goblin?
Goblin.
Goblin.
They're all goblins.
Such a bad influence, you.
How old was he?
I do nothing to convince you guys to do anything.
That'd just make you all better. That's all I do.
19.
Aw, shit. Alright, thank you.
That's not. Well, you wouldn't know. Never mind.
He was gonna die in like 3 days of old age.
He was 1 day from retirement.
Too old for this shit.
Cup.
Balrek.
Again, you're gonna have to let me know how this works.
Oh, I would then move.
Are you
use my move
proficient?
now. Can you move me
Nope.
up?
Okay.
Wait,
To
Like
where?
full to the cusp of the
Nope.
cave.
Okay.
what
If I
is
can get
happening
there in
regardless?
30.
That's fine.
He's proficient with
They're also,
heritage.
I don't know what they are. If they're battle axes, technically I can't, unless they're both light. I don't have the feet.
Oh yeah. So then, yeah, you can't. Yeah, I mean, you can have them both, but yeah, you're not gonna be able to
Okay.
hit. They're axes.
Can I ask you a question?
So it would be your strength.
Actually, no. You know what? He's going to kind of let out this guttural roar and charge forward a bit. And as you guys see him get forward and go to swing with the axe, you're going to see his body start to contort. And I'm going to wild shape into a black bear.
Okay.
Bear!
A bear? Do you,
But
do you still have your antlers, like your horns?
Mm-hmm.
Not
Cool.
antlers. You're not.
And
you're not
still
gonna have
thorns going through me.
Yes.
Wow, you're a thorny bear.
Cool as shit.
The no, as Balrek changes and takes onto that form, the thorns just kind of seem to come down, and both paws are just like these massive paws, and you just see these huge thorns just on both claws, and it's just it's horrific. Like, it looks like he just has like a million fucking claws.
Jesus.
That's very good. You need more throat, though.
As you shape change though, you take 4 damage
Okay.
as they pierce out.
Your accent's wrong.
4
You need.
Balrek damage or 4 bear damage?
4 bear damage.
Convince you to make it Balrek damage.
Yeah, I'd be fine with it being Balrek damage, because, you know, one way or another, it's going to come back around, yeah.
So you're a big thorn bear now?
Yeah.
Nigel Thornberry?
Does that give me...
Berry. Thornberry.
You can add a d4
What?
to your maul attack.
He needs inspiration. That was pretty good.
That was good.
Wait, I
He
missed...
said
Nigel
Nigel
Thornberry.
Thornberry.
Jesus,
Oh my
yes.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
That was wild.
Here you go.
Chomp's gonna miss. And does a 14 hit.
It just misses. It's... Oh, wait. Oh, it's one of these guys?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Oh, they're just.
Wait,
fodder.
what did you roll for the first one?
It was like an 8.
Okay, that misses.
I wonder when I start seeing ghosts.
So the D4?
Usually around
D4, yeah.
11 or midnight.
11 or midnight.
You know.
7 slashing, 1 piercing for the thorns?
Yeah. You see this bear come up and just pounds this goblin into the ground.
Does it maul the goblin?
It smushes the goblin.
Oh.
That goblin dies hard.
Were your parents bears?
I'm talking about my parents.
And
What
then
was
it,
my mother's name?
Technically I have 10
Wow.
more speed.
Wow.
Fuck.
Did you really just make a Critical Role reference there?
Hell yeah.
Wow. I'm so proud.
okay.
Grab me a bear. I want to be a bear.
Where would I find a
Bear it up.
Top one probably.
I wanna be
Close
the
bottom
very
one. Close bottom one.
best
Close bottom one.
that, like no bear ever was.
Stop.
Barry.
Nope, we can't do that.
Barry.
We can't do that.
Barry. Change the lyrics. It's fine.
The melody is copyrighted as well.
Keep going.
Oh, okay.
Fuck 'em.
So,
There's no way
We'll
you're
just
getting
sing
that
off
next.
key. It's fine.
You're right. Kruger's close.
A cougar's close to a bear.
Kruger is basically.
They both go to clubs.
I thought you said Kruger, not the cougar.
8.
There's no Kruger town.
You're right.
Oh,
Holy
This giant,
that thing's awful.
this huge, it doesn't look exactly like this, huge mechanized thing starts moving over, and it's got a large spinning blade on one arm, like this long blade with a large chain, basically a giant chainsaw for one hand, and this huge like clamping claw with the other one, and you hear a tiny goblin voice from inside. Leave now, and there won't be any trouble.
Wow, the druid bear is gonna fight
Fine.
a goblin in a mech.
You're gonna regret this. Nobody troubles to need more logging company.
Oh, it's neat. Ah, shit.
And you can hear more mechanized noise coming from off behind this tree. And okay. So
Good.
Huh. Having some real WoW flashbacks.
Yeah, seriously. How
Hated
bad
Julie
of
for a long
people
time.
are we going to be if we kill all of these logging?
I probably
boys?
won't kill any of them, to be fair.
so
You're right. There's no such thing as an accessory.
Balrek is gonna get two crossbow bolts shot at him.
Perfect.
One of them is a 2 and the other one is a natural 20.
Okay. Or negate it.
With what?
I canceled the natural 20.
You have to admit that
I'm a grave
accessories aren't
cleric
real.
now.
That was a quick change.
I
Or
negate
be
it with my
accessory
very
to
good looks.
murder.
Ooh, that's clever.
Ooh.
That is.
Not ready for
Also,
this
I have a
position.
keen smell, so if I can smell the crossbow bolt coming,
It's gonna hurt more.
Oh, do you have deflect
Right in the
missiles as
nostril.
well?
yeah.
You're gonna take
He swings,
13 piercing damage.
swings his
Okay.
butt out and blocks him with his bare hide.
And then.
His bare butt.
What is the range on these things?
This is a very nice terrain.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
I like the trees.
You're gonna get a crossbow at you, Aster, from number
Wow.
9.
She
Oh,
compliments your trees.
It's
You shoot
fine.
her.
And that is a whopping 10.
Yeah, that hits.
I bet it does.
You weren't wearing your coat.
I am wearing my coat.
I was joking.
Oh.
Oh my god.
You know what? One more is gonna come at you, Balrek. And that's a 12.
12 hits.
Does? Okay.
Dang bear.
Ugh, that's 3 damage.
Smelling great.
Alright, and
I bet you're
then.
wondering how I got here. It's kind of a funny
I
story.
didn't separate these guys well enough, so we're just gonna have the commoners go with everybody else. So that one next to you is gonna attempt to hit you, and that's a 3.
Hard hit.
Let's see.
How many are there right now on the field? Like 9?
Like 15?
12-ish.
Oh shit, okay. That's fine, I have a gun. I have 2 guns actually.
One for each hand.
I wish, but they're heavy technically, so.
Just work out more.
Hey, when can I
You
dual
lose
wield
sight
guns?
of these 3 goblins.
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna. These 3 in the back. You lose sight of. This one here, like, tries to hide behind this stump, but he's not doing a very good job. And Maul, you're back up.
Okay.
Oh. Jesus, it's a movement.
Fucking monks.
Hey guys. I'm going to flank the one that the bear is fighting
Okay.
with my harpoon.
Harpoon it.
That is a 16.
16 will hit.
Haha.
Sweet.
Harpooned.
That is 9 damage.
Dead.
Okay. And
He's not even wearing armor.
spear through, spin around, come in and hit the other guy behind me.
Okay.
That's a 25.
25. That. Yes. Yes. Very hits.
That is 8 damage.
He is
And
looking pretty rough.
I forgot to say, do I spend a key point after? It's like before I do that
For what?
Do what?
to keep the flurry of blows going.
No, you could say it after you hit.
Okay, well, I'll
Flurry,
go
you're gonna
then.
flurry your blows?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Wah! And these are both, like, melee, are unarmed, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Like the butt of the stick or like me kicking kind of thing. I like came up with a whole like choreography for like a thing I would like to do, but I obviously can't show you right now.
No, do it
18.
right now.
We're gonna make a
Hits.
video sometime. We'll put it out there for the whole world.
Just flash it every time you attack.
8 damage.
Dead.
Hey, we look really good in our matching sweatshirts, by the way.
Thanks. Taking mine off at intermission.
Nice. Eat toasty.
It's
Just uncomfortable.
there's a lot here,
Okay.
but not a lot down here. I'm not gonna go.
Yeah, and then I will stand here.
Okie doke. Gideon.
I would like a T-pose then.
Alright, I'm gonna move up like 20-ish feet.
Okay.
Do I have line of sight on Barry Allen over there?
I'll say yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna healing word at 2nd level.
Okay.
Keep that bear going.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Barry Allen. The bear part.
You take 8 points of healing.
Okay.
So you can be a bear just a little bit longer.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Were you about to drop out of bear? That's okay, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
I would have done it
Does
anyway.
it only go to bear and it doesn't like?
Doesn't over.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I think I'll probably just
wouldn't.
inspire, because I can't really do anything else. Yeah, as a bonus action, I'm
Your
going...
healing word was a bonus action.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? You right? Thanks, DM, for looking out.
Yeah, DM.
That's how I keep my guys alive just a little bit longer.
Can I cast an action spell, or can I only just cast one spell?
It would have to be a cantrip.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. So, now I'm just gonna crossbow the fuck out of somebody.
Nice.
Hell
I won't just
yeah.
be an accessory, possibly. I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah,
attempt
brother.
murder.
Who are you gonna crossbow?
Who can I really see? Number 10 is an easy shot?
Yeah, 10's probably the clearest shot you have, or the giant mechanized thing.
I don't really want to be a target of that. Personally.
Fine.
Oh, that's a good roll. Fuck. That's a 19 to hit, or 21 to hit.
That hits.
Oh.
I might actually hurt somebody. For first time ever. This is a lot of pressure.
Physically.
Oh, good roll too. 8 points of damage.
You lay a pretty nasty smack on him. He's just like catches him
Accessory.
like right in the chest, and you can hear him wheezing.
Cool, well I didn't kill him, so Steve's still not a murderer, just an accessory.
Still an innocent
Attempted
boy.
murder.
There's like a whistle noise that comes out.
Oh. No.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
just made an instrument.
I make music everywhere I go.
Now, yeah.
Can I see the goblin in the mech suit?
You cannot. It is.
Oh.
It's got like a cover over it.
That's good to know. Thank you.
That's upsetting. I'm gonna run
Imagine.
as far towards the mouth of the
That was
cave
my plan, but
as I can.
3, 4. You still, and you'll have 5 more movement.
I'll go a little further. A little further. I just want to get out there.
Boop.
And then towards not 10 because I'm pretty sure he's about to be dead skis. Number 7, I'm going to unsettling words towards him, and I'm going to shout. If you've ever been impaled while doing need more logging, you may be entitled to financial compensation. And then, and then I'm going to dissonant whispers at 2nd level towards big old mecha boy. Don't need to see him, only need to hear him within 60 feet. And that is a wisdom 15 save.
Okay.
And, wait. And 7 has a -4, -4 to his next save.
Okay. That is not going to be enough for dissonant whispers.
Yeah, he can fuck off.
So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of damage.
Aw,
Fuck yeah.
shit.
You hear like an echoing of screams within.
Does he open his face?
No.
Oh, damn it.
He left his radio on
Okay.
and just turns it off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
Feedback.
Cool.
No more
Aster?
weird ads.
Does what number is that, 10?
Yeah,
Does he have a weapon?
he does,
Okay.
and armor.
And armor? Oh, shit.
All of the numbered ones are armored.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna step out into probably next to Maul-ish. Maybe a little bit behind him.
You can get right next to him if you wanted to.
Perfect. That's fine. I'm gonna use a grip point to give myself Deadeye, so advantage
Okay.
on number 10. I'm not gonna use these dice, actually. They fucking hate me. Let's do these. Scraw! Oh, that went out. Scraw! Oh, that's way better. 26 to hit.
That hits.
Activate. Yes, you joined my murder party.
13 points of gun damage.
Hell yeah.
His name is Zod. Z-A-A-D.
Cool. I got my grip point back.
Hell yeah.
Z-A-A-D.
Yeah.
Also a goblin.
Give me a wisdom save.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I assume you're using Angel's Light.
Yes, of course I am. I'm deliberately using the dice that was rolling for me shit just to see what happens. $5 to get it at 20, guys. Skirt. What about one?
Oh boy.
Oh no.
You see After's eyes kind of unfocus, and the surroundings kind of fade from your view, and you're in a small room. Bookshelves, nearly empty, lining the walls. Just kind of in a few spots. There appear to be only 5 books on the shelves.
Oh.
And you're there for a moment, and you flash back, and you are stunned
Oh, maybe that's not
until
great. I'm sorry,
the end
guys.
of your next turn.
Oh no.
So I see the eyes like roll kind of thing?
Yeah.
Cool.
Focus up, kid.
How dare you?
Balrek. Balrek, however you want to go about it.
Bear got wrecked, and he's out.
Good. Okay. You guys are gonna see the bear run forward, disappear behind the mech for a second, and then a ripple effect is going to come out of the ground in all directions.
Ooh.
And
that
I need
is.
all 4 of them to make dex saves as I cast Earth Tremor.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm just getting like super badass all of a sudden.
10 feet.
Alright, so 7 is
Why you gonna hit me where it hurts?
what do I need to beat?
15.
Fail for 7,
5.
fail for 9, pass for 8,
What?
and
Yeah, there's 5 books. There's probably like books about them.
It's their life.
fail for Big Boy.
So 8's the
How
only
many
one that passed?
bookshelves
Yes.
My dad has
Um,
in the library.
Nothing happens to 8. Everyone else takes 9 bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone, and everything around us is difficult terrain.
Okay. I need to roll a dex save for the big guy.
Cinematically speaking, that's so fucking cool. The bear's just like,
Oh yeah, definitely. The flavor.
Okay, so he's good.
so fucking cool.
I'm not gonna lay him
Happen
over.
every
We have
single
prone.
time I kill something,
And the other ones take how much?
9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
you
they're
know?
looking
We'll have another-
pretty rough.
Oh, did you roll the -4 to 7 save? But he failed anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we know not to use this.
Oh, that was
What is
that's
that
a
one?
wisdom save, not right?
Prone.
Any save.
Oh, any save. Yeah.
Okay.
This music feels very captive.
That was everything, but I just want to turn to... Nope. I'm not going to tell him to run.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
So we'll
That's
start
the
with.
Balrek.
So
Oh no.
that comes into view.
Oh my god.
That's about as close as he gets.
No.
Why?
He needed another big guy.
Why have you done this to us?
It's not Walter. I trust.
Wait, Walter?
It's not Walter.
Oh no.
I hope
Oh,
not.
good. That wasn't
We're so dead.
no mishap. Perfect.
Walter.
So
Oh my god.
he's gonna
Only
stand
door.
up
Walter, hardly knew her.
And he's gonna swing on you with his giant fucking chainsaw.
Fuck.
Uncanny dodge.
16.
I am not putting my shield in front of that thing, so I have a 14 AC right now.
14. Okay.
More than me.
Yeah.
Same. But we still
I
have
just
10
want to clarify
HP.
that, because I'm not losing my fucking shield to this thing.
It's wood.
Huh?
It's wood.
Yeah, it would really suck.
It would be
You're
really
going to
great.
take 12 points of damage as this thing just swings into you.
Ow.
Oh no.
On the kind of glow that Gideon let forth quickly expels from Balrek.
Okay. And not really made for fighting, so. And
Too bad I'm stunned.
shoot. So that's them. This one's going to use his bonus action to disengage and shoot at you. And that's going to hit with a 17 for 4.
4.
You're here, right? So the other two are going to get up and Cameron, odds or evens?
Evens.
Okay. So you're gonna get shot at with a crossbow, and it's gonna fucking miss. Balrek, you're gonna get shot at again. That's gonna hit with an 18 for 3.
He has a healing potion, right?
Should.
He should.
I'm planning on throwing a heal on him on my turn.
Step back here. Step back there. And that is them. The big one's gonna look. He's like, I don't want to hurt you, man. Just leave. I don't know what your problem is, but just leave. Okay. Maul. Are you? Is this the glare that he is getting? Nice.
Do I like? Am I like the same height as him?
He's probably like the top of the neck's probably slightly taller than you, but not. Your guess. You're probably looking him near the face.
Okay. I would also bare my teeth a little bit.
Okay. You hear Balrek growl.
Ooh.
Can I like really quickly like Balrek?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Do what you do best.
I'm swinging.
Okay.
Yeah. I also have. This is the right spot for flanking on the big guy, right? Directly across, or does it need to be diagonal? I don't really know.
I'll give you that one.
Okay.
He's not really 2, so he'd be here. So yeah, you're right across.
Okay.
Did you get a nat 20?
You sure did.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Joe did.
Yes.
Maul's a wrecking ball.
Okay.
A wrecking Maul.
Wrecking ball. Alright, that's all we can do. Max damage?
Almost.
Pretty much.
Oh.
So what is that?
Oh, he's already taken so much.
That is 20 damage.
20 damage. Okay. Give me a d20 roll.
Oh no.
14.
14. Okay. So you see Maul just come in and just slam into this thing, and it looks like some of the armor plating almost kind of gets knocked loose on the front.
Cool.
I hit him.
you-
I hit him and it ripples and pops off the front.
It,
Oh no, he's facing me now.
Yeah.
Okay.
and yeah, you see like the plating kind of like shift off a bit.
Okay.
Can you see the goblin inside?
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. He needs to make a screen. Yeah, no, he doesn't make that. Yeah. So yeah, the armor's hanging off. No, but it looks like you can see some of like the internal kind of mechanisms a bit. So you can see like some of the gears and stuff
Splash
moving it around.
Yeah, I'll splash some. I'll just spit on it. I'm still going for sure.
You're gonna go for it, okay?
So, kind of pry that off, and then immediately bash into some gears if I can with the butt.
Okay.
Did you get another one?
No
Sure
way! No way!
Yes.
Oh my god, what is happening?
You are truly the Wrecking Mall.
Destiny.
Destiny.
Maul is so good.
And once again, bonus action swoon.
I would if I wasn't
And
stuck.
when you're done with damage, give me one more
You were stunned by how awesome.
D20.
Right.
12 damage.
12 damage, okay.
Another D20.
Yeah.
It's only a 4 this time.
4. Okay. So the whole thing just kind of locks up, and you see the machine kind of go down, and it looks like the hood's gonna kind of pop up as like smoke starts billowing, and you can see the smoke billowing up and like flames start to leap up inside, and you hear the goblin panic as the hatch just kind of jams, and he's just stuck inside.
Oh.
He's like a turkey on
Flurry of
Thanksgiving
blows.
Day.
Oh,
Unless something's happening immediately.
nope.
Um,
You can see the body, but it's going to have cover. So you could attack the goblin directly if you wanted to. It looks like the mech is disabled.
oh yeah, I'll attack him directly.
Okay.
Ruthless.
That is not a nat 20 this time, but it is a 23.
That's still enough to hit.
I would have freaked if it were another nat 20.
Cheating.
He's right here! Ooh, that is 9 damage.
9 damage. You see Maul jab inside into the gap, and you just...
I can't spear.
Oh, you can't see...
So
oh, so
this is me just going straight
right
in.
Okay. You hear like a sickly like stabbing noise as you see it go back, and you just kind of see the body convulse a little bit, and just as Maul pulls his hand out, just shadow just kind of, because that happens anytime you do it, right?
Yep.
Or do you still have some?
As I still have some, but like I technically every time something dies.
So as he pulls
from
his
me-
hand out, you just see almost like the shadow from inside just kind of come out and just kind of shimmer up his body.
So I just imagine like I ripped the
I'm just
panel
gonna
off,
leave that there because I think it's better.
smashed it open, and then I just go.
Wow, you're like Tony Stark
So we know that he's dead.
with Veronica versus the Hulk.
Okay,
Oh,
Except
yeah.
you're the Hulk.
Gideon.
You're right. Yes, that. Is there any way I can target Balrek, who's taken a bunch of damage? I can move as I have to, just like...
You need to be able to see him.
Yeah. Can you move me in such a way that I can see him?
Yeah, if you move to
I have 30 feet.
probably about here. That would be without moving out of the cave, that would be the best spot that you would have.
I don't mind moving out of the cave if I have to, but like I don't want to get too close to the battle.
Yeah, that's probably without getting like much closer. That's probably what you're gonna.
Okay.
There's a 60-foot range, right?
Yeah. I just want to make sure I had line of sight on you. It's hard to tell from over here. I'm going to 2nd level healing word.
Okay.
Ooh, double force. Fuck yeah. So that is a total of 12 healing.
Damn. Okay.
And then bonus action. Action. Do I graduate from accessory to murderer? You know I try.
Do it. Murder.
Well, Gideon already has
murder.
a pretty flexible moral code. So number 7.
Okay.
You have a gun too?
No, it's a crossbow. So twang. Dirty 20.
That hits.
Fuck yeah. For 10 damage.
Oh
What is happening this session?
Murder!
You shoot this goblin and just catch him in the eye, and he just drops.
We're sharing in Balrik's turmoil.
Yeah, that's what it is. Part of me just believes this is all a vision.
And just kind of flops forward, and you can see the bolt just kind of sticking out the back.
Gross. Cool. That's my turn.
I figure that would make Gideon happy. Nadia.
Jeez. Yeah.
I forgot your name for a second.
Wow.
How dare you?
In this economy, really?
Right?
Become famous so he can never forget it.
There are many names. I
Girl
guess
has no name.
she is going to. Fucking duck. She's gonna run up.
Don't do that.
Towards 6, but kind of behind that tree.
Ooh.
Yeah.
3, 4, 6.
Yeah, that works. And just cast Dissonant Whispers, Wisdom 15
Okay.
at first level.
Well put.
Nope.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Nice.
And
Nope. They cannot roll fucking saving throws
That's
tonight.
okay.
Good.
Good.
I shot people with arrows.
I can't roll saving throws. either.
she's gonna look at him and just go, "Yikes on bikes, my dude." And he just hears, "Yikes, spikes, yikes, spikes." And that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage.
I don't even know how to ride.
I never learned.
And a great time was had all around.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I can't see past your tablet.
Not at the end of
Forgot
your turn,
about
at the
that other
beginning of your turn. So when you can still take your turn. I don't want to snag your whole turn away.
I mean, but that's how stun works, does it not?
I don't think so. I don't think it has a requirement. Let me make sure.
I think I've seen it.
It
It
depends
depends on the
effect.
ability, because
Yeah.
some
Full
monsters would be like,
repercussions. If
No, I'm good with because
Okay.
because if you had got hit in that meantime, it would have fucked you up because it's stunned, and that was kind of the
I
point.
would have been fine with that anyway, but
Yeah.
okay.
So you can
So
take
it's
your
my
turn.
turn?
It is your turn.
"You are a benevolent
Cool.
god."
Do I see any boys with weapons?
That one over there.
That one over here.
Yeah, there's that too.
A lot has changed since you were
That one
stunned.
is another
Mech.
goblin buzzsaw boy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the other one because bullets can permeate bodies.
You got range.
Okay.
So I'll I'll kind of blink, shake it off a bit. Will you allow me to stow Angel's Light and pull out the cobbled revolver, or will that take an action?
You could
Switch.
draw, but you wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to swap.
All right, I'll shoot with the scary gun. It's fine.
Well, you could drop.
Yeah, you could
Angel's
drop
Light
it if you wanted
draw
to.
a
You
new
just
one.
drop it on the ground.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Why?
I made a promise. I'll just. It's
To a
fine.
demon.
To a bitch!
I'm an honest tiefling and keep up my end of the bargain.
Fucking demon.
No ticket.
Jesus. All right, yeah, I'll shoot that guy. And I'm going to use my 1 grip point again to give myself advantage
Okay.
on that boy. That
That
bitch.
boy.
That boy.
I'm just like,
Wow, they're almost exactly the same. 21 to hit.
21 to hit. That hits.
Okay, cool.
Cool, 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 cool.
Cool, could you?
who are you shooting?
8.
Oh!
Good.
Huh.
11
That startled
points of
me.
gun damage.
How much?
11.
11. He is hanging on by a thread.
He is gunned.
Alright, second.
He's like a, you just see
Action
blood
surge.
just like
Uh-oh.
pour. Uh-oh. Okay.
I shoot again.
All right.
Might as well. Skirt.
I shot him.
You need your last hoss, son.
No.
Of course not. No. Wait. Can I use...
You have Bardic Inspiration, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never told you it didn't hit.
I have this from last session too.
Okay.
I'm gonna make this worth it, guys.
That's the spirit.
16 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, yes. You made it worth it.
Here, Seth can take that back. I'm not
give
gonna
this to
waste.
you.
I'm not gonna waste an action surge.
That's fair.
It hurts. I'll tell you that.
13 points of gun damage.
You mean the wisdom saving throw?
What?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Every shot?
Actually,
Well, every kill.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
no. I rolled percentile squad. I didn't expect you to kill so many people.
Oh my god.
No, roll it again.
Murderer.
Wow.
Can I have his name before I lose my mind?
Balto.
Gershaw.
Patrick.
What?
Fennec.
Fennec?
Yeah.
I like Balto.
Fennec is a nice name. Too bad he's dead, though. Alright, wisdom save?
Yeah.
Not like we were gonna have a conversation with him or anything.
Oh, it's not bad. It's not. Oh, that's an 18 on the die.
You're good.
Alright. I'm saved!
Ah.
I'll move,
Kind of.
Can I move to my right,
Oh, yeah, I pulled him off the board.
towards that boulder? That's a nice boulder.
I like that.
Go around the
Oh.
right of the boulder. And kind of, yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gives myself cover. I can look at the big guy. I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, I got my grip point back, too. Fuck yeah.
Balrek.
Okay. I'm going to start walking this way. As I'm walking this way, I'm going to like rake my hand down my horns, rip thorns out, and toss them in this direction.
Oh.
How big is it? What size?
20-foot radius.
Oh, it's a radius?
Yeah.
I don't have a 20-foot radius.
That's fucking big.
Wait, is that the fireball, right?
That's the fireball.
Here. Where do you want to center it?
On
Cool
all these
plastic
fuckwads. Yeah, that's really cool. I'll have to find out where you got that because I want some for my own game.
So I'm gonna like toss that out, and as I'm walking, I'm going to draw my quarterstaff and cast Shillelagh as well.
Okay.
And I'm going to get to here. Stay.
You got
Stay.
this.
You're really
Yeah.
rocking around that
okay,
Christmas
so
tree.
nothing
Oh
happens to
my
them
God.
immediately. They're just it just what spike growth.
Yeah, they see like thorns sprout out of the ground and then disappear from sight.
Okay.
That was really good.
And yeah, that one would technically get an attack of opportunity. This one.
Okay. Oh Jesus, he actually hit. Holy shit.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no.
17 plus 1 is 18.
Is it?
And with his crappy little wood chopping axe. Oh, actually, that's even bigger than it before. I guess that's no damage.
What?
You roll the 1 on the die -1, so
He just gently pats you.
yeah, you get caught with like the flat of the blade, but it's not enough to really do anything.
And I completely ignore him and walk past him.
Okay.
What is literally called love tap.
Yeah. Just spanks you with his sword.
Oh.
As Balrek raked through and you saw the thorns go out, you notice that the vines on his around him have darkened in color and they're almost black. Much like the ones that surrounded that.
Just me, or
Probably. You're very perceptive and it's combat.
Everyone's getting sexy.
And dangerous.
Alright, that's Balrek.
so.
I don't know.
1, 2,
I'm so mad you called me kid. How fucking dare you?
3. You act like a kid constantly.
What? No, I don't.
And
Okay, I do.
you see him swing with the chainsaw at the tree in front of you, Nadia.
Okay.
And then he's going to, with the other hand, grab it and throw it at you.
Wow.
Cool.
So
He's
give
gonna
me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Poetry
yeah.
at you.
It's not great, but what's my
You have
dex?
inspiration, don't you?
What my dex is not 9, 10, 11. 11.
11? Not going to be enough.
Yeah.
Ow.
It's okay. It's okay.
You are going to take 15 bludgeoning damage as you get hit by this tree as it just rolls
no.
into you.
Oh!
Yeah, he just cuts that tree and throws it.
Gideon yells out, Nadia!
There's like branches sticking, like stabbing her in the shoulder. There's like twigs in her hair after it's done.
How atrocious.
source.
Cool.
I do it for the inspiration, baby.
So that's him.
Leave it alone.
I could hear the disgust in your own voice.
So this guy's gonna move, and it's what, D4?
2d4.
2d4. Go ahead and roll that.
It just explodes.
Also, John, I don't know if you heard Mackenzie, but she said do it for the vine.
Did you already get a pun? Okay.
Not today, I didn't. Yeet.
What?
It would be 8 piercing damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Per 5 feet he moves.
So you see one of them move, and just like the briars kind of appear enough as they on his body and just shred his chest, and the other two just like they're like about to take a step and they just stop, and they're just that look of just total panic, and they're just like what ah! And just like screaming and like skittering and yittering and gobbling.
Can you imagine the scream of pain from that goblin?
Let's not and say we did.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, they're not smart enough. They're not really fighters. They're both gonna swing at you with their axes. Nick.
Who's Nick?
He's
Balrek. A 4 and a dirty 20.
Ball Nick.
I was going to
4
say that,
hits,
and then I
the 20
paused. That's why I
doesn't.
hesitated.
That's
I was like,
what I
"Oh."
thought.
Golf
This
rules.
is old school. This
Golf
is
rules.
second edition.
Ugh.
You're gonna take 2 damage
2.
from the one directly in front of you. He's just gonna actually connect with his axe.
Is that by chance an elemental?
Oh my god.
Jesus.
It is not an elemental axe. Nice try though. Maul.
Well, it looks like we know what we have to do. So I would like to attack the other sawsuit.
Is that other one still technically on the field?
It's just kind of like sitting there. I thought it would look good to have like a
The
giant
dude
neck.
cooked on the
But it's-
inside?
Yeah,
Out of commission.
It's out of commission. Yeah, that's why I hung the red ring just to give an indication of death.
That's what I thought.
20 to hit.
That is going to hit.
Sorry, dirty 20. Not a natural 20 again.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking-
You know that you barely connected with that.
Ooh, okay.
I'm sorry?
That is 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. You get a wham.
Oh yeah, we're going full whatever.
Okay.
Full whatever.
That is a 26 to hit.
That will hit.
That is 9 damage.
Oof. Okay.
That's a 10.
That is not going to hit. Wham! With the harpoon, and then another just like smash with the back. You see dents forming in it, like the hood's kind of crinkled in a little
The
bit.
third hit is usually a stab, butt end, and then either like a kick or if I need to a punch. So
Okay.
the body parts did not make it through.
No. Ting. Gideon.
I cast Ow.
He cast out. He cast out on Nadia.
Super effective.
I would like to move up into the clearing a little bit so that I can target Nadia.
Yeah, you can probably see her pretty good there.
Cool. I am going to
First team next.
scream out, "No, Nadia!" Because she got hit by a fucking tree.
Yeah.
And I'm going to Healing Word her at 2nd level.
Okay.
That's a 9. You take 9 points of healing. And then as an action, there's not many actions I can do. Who can I crossbow that is likely to hit? Because that big middle guy is kind of like...
You don't have a great shot. You don't really have a good shot on anybody. Pretty much anybody you shoot at's going to have at least some sort of cover.
Alright, then I'm just going to Vicious Mockery the tin... Oh, can I see the goblin inside? No.
You cannot now.
No, so I can't even Vicious Mockery him. Fuck.
You can try to vicious mockery of the suit, but that probably won't work.
Probably won't work. It's kind of a waste. Ah, shit. Okay, there's not much I can do if I'm just going to shoot a fucking crossbow at him.
Okay.
Get him!
Just because I'm gonna use an inspiration.
Okay.
Pretty good. 18. Dirty 20.
Hits.
Fuck yeah. Alright, and then I'm gonna hit him for 3 points of damage because I rolled a 1.
Yeah, queen.
It is. You can definitely see some smoke starting to come out. It's looking kind of beat up.
Is this the big neck boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that's my turn then.
Okay. Nadia.
Yeah.
Unexpected.
I'm gonna say, ow! And dissonant whispers at second level, and I'm gonna go. Clowns make 50,000 gold pieces a year, and yet you're out here being one for free.
Yes. Oh, I love
Oh
it.
my god.
She's like,
Oh,
wait,
oh.
really?
So that's a wisdom 15 saving throw.
Okay, you don't have to see it to do that, right? You
No,
just have to hear.
he
Okay.
just needs to
You're
hear
in
me.
the wrong business.
He is going to make it.
Well, okay, he takes half anyway, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 6 points of damage. Yeah.
6 points. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then I'm gonna jump on the rock. That's. I wanna jump on the nice boulder. The nice boulder.
The nice boulder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boulder.
Aster.
I'm gonna step around the rock to the right so I can see. And then I'm going to.
She's going to gun, and it's gonna hurt.
I am going to use my grit point. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna try to hit him first.
Okay.
That's the most important thing. Probably gonna miss, but it's fine. Scoop. Oh yeah, I miss. I miss.
No misfire though, right?
No misfire. It was just 1 point above misfire.
Oof.
So I would just go like, fucking Christ. Wait, he doesn't exist here. God damn it. And that is literally my turn because I have nothing else I can do.
Okay. Balrek.
Shillelagh attack on the guy in front of me with ensnaring strike.
Oh damn.
That's a man who knows what he wants,
Probably not gonna hit.
but he's not gonna get what he wants.
I want it.
Okay.
I want it.
But also,
11.
Hits.
Okay.
Ooh,
Not armored.
that's how you make your dreams come true. You gotta want it hard enough.
E8 plus.
And
He
make
needs to
bad
make a
puns
strength
against
save.
inspiration.
Okay.
So I've gotten through life so far. Trying and bad puns.
Make it. DC
Oh,
15.
strength.
Yep.
Oh. He does. With a 16.
There's nothing then. But regardless, he takes 13 bludgeoning damage.
He dies.
yay! Death.
Accessory.
And then
It
I
feels
will-
good.
I will just turn around and stare at the other one. I'll probably move a little bit and kind of get in his way.
I like to imagine you hop off the rock and just land
Just
hard
kinda-
in front of him.
Kind of looks at you. Just locked in just terror
Oh.
as you just freaking just like crush the skull of the goblin in front of him.
Deadpan staring at him.
Okay.
All your friends are dead.
Shouldn't have done that.
Eat.
Shouldn't have done that.
Maul, I need either acrobatics or athletics. Your choice.
It's gonna be acrobatics.
Ugh.
Nice notes.
It's gonna be a 10.
Dirty 20.
Okay. these big clamping claws come out at you, and I'm assuming acrobatics is what you used.
Yeah.
It just goes to you just underneath and just kind of able to, and they just slam close like just above you, and then it's gonna swing down and take a swing at you.
Big old chainsaw.
Give him the clamps.
18?
Francis.
No. Damn. Okay. Oh yeah, you're
Who
20,
are
aren't you?
19.
19. Okay.
What?
Can you share some of that with me?
My armor is based off my dex and wisdom.
The goblin just looks at you. He's. I'm sorry, and he's gonna try to run away.
I'm hitting him.
Yes.
Oh, Balrek's mad.
It's a 22.
That hits.
That's another 13 bludgeoning damage.
You just crunch as he goes, and just kind of, you catch him right in the back, and he twitches for a few moments, and then just kind of slowly goes limp as you just shatter most of his spine.
Oh.
Wow. Wow, wee wah.
I'm sure glad we're on the same team.
And you hear kind of a yes. And Maul.
We are attacking the big guy.
Okay.
Same plan. Harpoon first. That's only 16.
It's not gonna hit.
Okay. Going forward. Being unarmed. That's a 9. That's not good.
Nope.
Um.
You hear clink, and then the next one just like a very dull thud. Almost nothing happens with the butt of it. Oh wait, no, you didn't flurry, did you?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna move to here.
Okay.
Not in the stuff, but and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Gideon.
Yeah, I'm forgetting.
Mention it right now.
No, let's do it.
I haven't done anything. So, okay.
It was my first attack that would have hit, so it's.
Gotcha. How many enemies are on this field? Still can't really see.
Big guy and 2 little guys hidden behind trees.
And everybody's looking okay health-wise? Any of you need healing?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I am just going to use my Mantle of Inspiration again as a bonus action. Rise up.
That 4, you're not getting that back from healing. I don't know where you are, but just if that gets to that point.
Oh, conveniently, I never healed up to that.
Okay.
Look all pretty, Mantle of Inspiration, hair, accessories, glamour. I'm gonna give everybody 5 temporary HP, and if you'd like to use a reaction to move without opportunity attacks, all of you are welcome to.
I will flank big dude on the other side.
I already used my reaction to kill the guy.
Are you moving?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
And then as an action, I'm going to crossbow the big guy.
Okay.
I am not going to crossbow the big guy with a grand total of 8 to hit.
Yeah. It goes wide. It just kind of ends up somewhere over here.
I was just like, I'm pretty. Pew pew.
It's like, it goes off as you're going, like it's just kind of in the sky.
Oops. Sorry.
You hear somebody like 600 feet away go, ah!
My bad. You might
Nadia.
be entitled to financial compensation.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna try to hit it with my pointy things. It's probably not gonna go very well.
Oh, you're gonna dagger it?
I'm going to rapier and then dagger.
Rapier.
Oh, actually, that's pretty good.
7,
You
8,
get
9, 10,
advantage.
11. That's 21. I don't think I need the
Why does she get
advantage.
advantage?
But
You
possible
could
not
get
20.
Because
Possible
she's
nat
flanking.
20.
No, okay, so the first one's 21.
It hits.
That is a fucking what?
D8.
I need I need to organize these. Okay. So that's 8, 9, 10 damage
Sneak attack.
with the rapier. Yeah.
Ooh.
And then yeah, and then you do a little sneaky.
And throw another D20 roll in there for me.
Well, the sneak attack was 1. Another D20 roll.
Yeah.
That's 14.
Okay.
And then
Your dagger.
were you keeping track of the damage?
11 so far.
11.
Okay, 11.
Yeah.
And then I'll do a daggery thing, which is 17 again.
Another
So
21.
17. So that.
Ah, another 17. Lots of 17 she's
so
rolling.
21, and so that's 4, 5, 6 more points of damage.
So you see Nadia cut through this way, and you see the plating start to fall again, and she just comes in with a dagger, and you hear kind of the halting of gears, and the leg just kind of lock up, and you see the chain snap on the chainsaw as it just comes to a grinding halt, and it just can't move, and just pieces go popping off, and the mech seems to be non-moving.
Fuck it up.
Oh. We did it.
Oh, no, there's still a goblin in there.
Oh.
But for how long?
We did it.
After.
I'm going to step forward like maybe 2 squares
Okay.
and hold a gunshot for anything that enters my field of view that looks like it'll do harm
Okay.
to us specifically.
Sounds good. Balrek?
I'm going to use my action to wild shape into a giant wasp.
Whoa.
Buzz, buzz, motherfucker.
I'm then going to fly 10 feet up
Oh.
and drop in the middle of them and dismiss it as my bonus action on the way down.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So I technically did not move through the spikes at all.
Clever boy. Is that all you got?
That is everything.
Okay.
Huh.
So, yeah, just a fucking Minotaur drops 10 feet out of the air right next to the two of them.
Okay. You're gonna take 2 more damage. As you see him turn into a wasp, it is like it's like he turns into basically a murder wasp. There's like just
Dangly legs.
the thorns, instead of being on the limbs, they just kind of, it's like this like killer mohawk of thorns that kind of run up his back.
Don't ever do that again.
And
Turn into a bird.
Okay. So actually no. I want a D12. That way. And I should roll the D10 at the same time. So Aster, because you held an action to an enemy, you see the hatch open and just this goblin just kind of launch up into the air.
Skeet shooting.
Pull!
Alright, give it a shot. Oh, sorry. We'll wait to see where he lands. He's in the air. Or if he lands.
Can I use a grip point for this or no?
Why not?
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do Deadeye with it.
I don't think grit requires an action or anything, or a bonus action, does it?
No, but with like I don't know.
Unless it specifies on your turn or bonus action, you're good.
Yeah.
When you make a firearm attack against a creature.
So you're
There
good.
you go.
Look it up.
Give this to him, please.
Here you go.
19 to hit.
19 is going to hit.
Okay, good. I didn't want to risk it for the
Pop him like a clay
risk it,
pigeon.
you know? He's gonna be a firework in a second. Skirt. Oh god, no, he's not. That is 7 points of gun damage.
Sorry. So the goblin that is partially on fire goes up into the air, and you just see Aster just follows, caca, and the corpse just hits at the edge of the thorns. You see them pop up a little bit and like catch some of its leg, and he just rolls.
Oh,
What's his name, by the way?
Ground Meadow.
Asda Needmore the Third.
Oh
No.
Nope.
no! Nope.
I'm just gonna write "oops" next to that one.
And
I also
So that was
did
him?
not say 4 in character, by the way. That was Mackenzie.
they just look at you. And just kind of knowing that there's something. We're sorry. We won't come back.
Run.
And they
They're
point over.
gone. Run.
It's like a...
They can make a perception check to see them, but otherwise they're invisible.
Give me deception at advantage.
Okay. 15 DC to see them.
Okay.
$16.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
It's only 4.
Roll. Yeah, they'll both get. This one will get here. And this one will get here. And actually, no, that's still
I'd like
enough.
to
'Cause
use
they're
my
commons.
Attack of opportunity to hit that one.
Okay.
That is a 9. Okay. So it's a 16.
Hits.
6 bludgeoning damage.
He's gone. As you're swinging at him, you're realizing that he's pretty much done from the thorns anyway, but you just basically baseball bat him deeper into the thorns, and
Jesus.
with that, all enemies that you see are dead. Smoke rises up from the 2 mechanical corpses, and the forest just kind of goes quiet. And we'll pick up there after break.
Oh my god. Yeah. Holy bananas. We'll be back in a little bit after we take a break. Because,
Thanks for watching.
yeah.
We don't have anything to unpack after this.
No. Not at all.
Be back shortly, gang. And be back.
We're back.
Welcome back, friends.
Yay.
So, as quiet descends on the forest, the smoke rises off of these mechs. Sweat and calmness kind of coalescing as you realize that you are out of any immediate danger. And most of you don't really recognize the area that you're in. Like, you know, you're pretty sure you're still in Kabara, but given by the type of trees, but not really an area that you've been to before.
Do we recognize at least that's the cave from the vision that was?
Yes.
Okay, so we know that much.
Yeah.
Do I recognize the type of tree?
They're actually a little bit strange, and the one that was cut, it's not as deep a blue as Balrek's staff, but kind of on the bottom it does have a lighter blue color.
Just cautiously walk up to Balrek.
I'm still surrounded by thorns.
You would probably not see that.
I'm gonna loot the body. Big mechy boy.
So, like, there's nothing in that mech.
Okay.
That guy launched himself out.
I would like to salvage the mechs for usable parts
Okay. Give me
that I can stick in my backpack.
can do intelligence plus Tinker's, your proficiency in Tinker's tools.
Okay.
I would like to go with the goblin who got tossed. He was right on the edge of the thorns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come with me.
Yeah.
I saw you trying to loot a mech, an empty mech. You're just like,
Okay.
I'll teach you how to scavenge dead bodies. Come on.
Thanks, Dad.
You can roll one for roll one for each mech if you would like to.
Okay. The first one was an 8 total.
It's pretty. Nadia broke the
The
shit
second
out of this
one
one.
was an 8 total.
Okay. Maul broke the shit out of that one too.
Thanks, guys.
They broke.
Somebody needs
You think
to
that
die.
maybe if you had more time, you could probably spend like an hour or two like peeling some of the stuff back, but all of like the visible gears, like you can see where Maul shoved his hand into like a drivetrain and it just like snapped all the spokes off of it.
I won't worry about it right now.
Okay.
I'm going to find the one I shot in the eye
Okay.
and look very uncomfortable, and then just roll him over and walk away from him. I don't want to see his face. It gross. It got a thing
Well,
in it.
when he went down, you wouldn't have to roll him over. He's just got the arrow. He fell forward, and you can see the
Oh.
arrow poking out of the back of his head.
Yeah.
Does it have an eyeball on it?
There's
Destroy the
some
shit out of it.
there's some shiny stuff on it, but like the eyeball would be pretty much just gone.
All right, looking at his body without searching it, do I see any like pouches
Yeah,
or?
he's got a pouch.
I just-
There's 2 little pouches. You'd probably notice they all have a small kind of uniform. Each one of them has it's a little square pouch, and then he's also got what looks to be like a coin purse.
I'm just gonna take the coin purse
Okay.
and take the pouch, and then walk away and go look at what's in them.
Okay. So, are you all just kind of going through and like pulling coins off bodies and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not you. Okay.
That.
You find between everybody a total of 300 gold.
Whoa.
The little square pouches have like a powder in like a weird powder inside of one of them. It looks like some sort of like herbal powder that's been ground up.
Can I make a nature check to identify it?
Definitely.
That's 60 gold a person.
Ooh, 19.
Needmore had a greater healing potion on him. And a small, actually, give me an investigation roll for whoever is going through Needmore's body. He's the one over there.
Oh,
I
hell.
brought her with me specifically looking for that one.
Okay.
So I kind of rolled at advantage already.
Okay,
Unless you wanna
that's
roll.
totally good.
I got an 18.
You get an 18? Okay. You find tucked in like the bottom of his pant leg a very small pistol.
Oh.
Master, I guess.
Yeah.
And a stone with runes carved in it in a separate pouch.
I don't know what that is.
I got a 19 to identify a powder.
It looks to be a very basic like healing powder. It's not something that's going to be used right away, but it looks like, if you had a wound, you could put it on it, and while you rest, it would make the rest more effective. Effectively, if you use it and you take a short rest, you get to roll an extra hit die.
Cool.
Wow.
Useful.
Are either of the mechs on fire?
Not really on fire. There's smoking. The flames have probably mostly died.
I'm gonna drop concentration on the spikes.
Okay.
Walk back to the cave. On my way, I want to druidcraft, restart one of the fires, take the necklace from Veridar and throw it in it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna walk deep into the cave and shoot you a message.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay.
I'm going to go up to
Oh, I guess.
the 2 people that I insulted to death. And I am going to
Discord is that where you shoot it?
Just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like get my disguise kit out and just like Simba across both of their foreheads.
Okay.
I'll follow Balrek.
Okay. So Balrek, Nadia, and Aster. Well, Balrek heads in, and Aster follows, and then Nadia follows into the cave.
I'm gonna stick with Maul.
Okay.
I just stick outside and keep watch.
Okay. So you walk into what was once your home.
So you guys are gonna see him walk in, and almost immediately his shoulders just like drop. He's gonna walk most of the way in, take his shield and quarterstaff off, set them to the side, take his bag off, set that to the side as well, and start rummaging through it. After a short while, he's going to pull out 3 what look like carved rocks that, a little crudely, but they definitely resemble 3 bears. A very large one, a slightly smaller one, and then a very small one. Gonna go to... The beds are fully burnt. Are they salvageable at all?
There's, I would say, I imagine yours being like the one that's kind of like would probably be like further back in the cave. So that one is mostly burnt, but it's probably salvageable.
Gonna kind of set that up as an altar. Draw the symbols I know related to him around as I place the 3 of them on the bed. And then I'm just gonna sit there for a good long while, and you guys will probably occasionally hear muttering from under his breath.
As you set them down and kind of draw the runes around them. There's, as you finish the last one, there's, those of you who feel the cave would feel kind of like a snap in the air of something happening, and just very faintly you hear a young voice that you recognize, and all it says is, "It's okay." And the runes just kind of pop and then just kind of fade.
Stand up, compose himself a little bit, then grab his bag, throw it on, grab the quarterstaff and shield, and walk out.
As Balrek starts walking out of the cave, the remnants of whatever soot just recedes with him, and the walls just kind of become plain stone. And just as he goes out, and how distraught are you right now? He walks past, and as the 2 of you walk past, you see what looks to be 2 handprints just that remain on the side of, just a little bit inside of the wall. Large, massive handprints just kind of over each other, slightly interlocked. And as he walks out, there is just, the soot is gone, and the cave is just quiet and clean.
The handprints are gone.
No, the handprints stay.
I'm gonna sketch them in my journal real quick.
Okay. And you guys see Balrek walk out, and you're back out in the woods.
Follow.
We still in contact with whoever?
How do we get back?
Nothing.
How do we get back?
Nothing.
Are we trapped here?
Well, I mean, he knows where we are.
Balrek, where are we?
Yulhar Forest.
You've lived in Kabara long enough. You're like almost on the other side of Kabara from where you were. Like you're looking at like a 3 to 4 day walk, like pushing it.
Ulhar.
We're pretty far.
Well, fuck.
We're not on a different plane anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, I suppose, yes?
Here's my thing. That means he made a choice.
He did. Balrek, that was some ferocity. That's really unlike you. Are you feeling yourself? Are you in control?
As he's sitting there breathing, you see the spikes of the thorns fade from being physical, and he's now got what looks to be almost like dark tattoos of thorns that run down both arms.
We've got a long way to travel. And just gotta start walking.
Okay.
Oh, good. Brooding silence. I say that to myself quietly.
You hear Gideon say that to himself quietly.
There's nothing else in the cave, right?
You would have to like look around. I mean, there's still the remnants of that crate, but that's
I'll look through that really quick.
all right. Give me an investigation roll.
Investigation. 12.
12. There's looks to be some cloth, and there's a small clear glass vial with what looks to be water in it, just crystal clear water.
I'll put both. I'll wrap the vial in the cloth and put
Okay.
it in my pack.
I'd like to pick up, presumably branches broke everywhere when that tree was yeeted at me.
Yes.
I'd like to pick up a branch or two and just put them in the bag of holding.
Okay.
It's actually perfect.
You're actually surprised there's only going to be actually only one branch that broke, and you're kind of surprised. Like you see where there are spots where like furrows, like where the tree hit, and you could see like the branch stabbed in and went, and like it's a fucking robust ass tree.
Huh.
Damn.
Oh.
Wow.
How big's the branch she gets?
Probably about that big. It's probably about the thickness of like a wand,
Okay. Yeah.
or like a nice solid switch.
Yeah.
Girl.
I'll catch up to the group.
Okay.
I know you literally never give a shit about this, but this is your share.
I'm gonna get on the carpet.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna kind of like zoom past Nadia and just sort of gesture like, one lift.
Yeah, I do.
You two hop on the carpet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll walk with the boys.
Okay. You start making your way
Downtown?
Through the woods. You got it, yeah. Thank you.
Into the trees.
I'm out of the trees. I'm not home at all. Especially not before dark.
So you travel for the day. Takes you pretty much the whole day to clear to the point where you can start seeing trees that don't look the same.
At some point I'd like to just maybe nudge Balrek's arm a little bit with my elbow.
I've been traveling for probably about a few hours.
You okay?
I don't know.
Well, if you want to talk about it, I'm here. Not now, obviously, but whenever you're comfortable.
I know.
As you're going through this area you can tell that it's suffered a pretty severe amount of fire damage in spots. But there's one spot that you're walking, and you'd probably notice this despite your grief. It's very close to where the bears lived. There are 3 trees that are grown well above the rest, and just kind of in very close proximity to each other, one being larger than the rest. And there's one that's a bit smaller, but it's still taller than all of the other trees. And around those 3 trees, a lot of the ground vegetation has already started to return. And there's a large smattering of nothing, dramatically, herbalistic, but these beautiful blue flowers that have begun to grow in that area.
I'll catch up.
Sure.
You see the 2 of you see Balrek kind of peel off from the group a little bit. I'm assuming you're up a little
I'm
bit
usually
higher.
like 15, 20 feet above.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of just kneel down in the middle of those 3 trees and sit there for a good minute and just kind of listen.
There's just a faint breeze, and you swear just on the edges of it you hear the sounds of laughter and playing and a happy family.
I'm sorry.
As you say it, one of the flowers just kind of, that was there closed, just kind of opens and blooms in front of you.
A little bit of a weak smile, but it's there. Sit there for another 30 seconds and then get up and catch up with the group.
Okay. So as the moons begin to rise, you can see some of them are a little bit dimmer, but as the night comes and Olaroon kind of rises in the sky, it is completely full. And normally it's a pale orange glow, but it is a deep, vibrant orange that kind of overtakes the color of all of the other moons and just stands out starkly in the sky. And are you guys gonna keep going through the night, or
Wait, are
planning
we
on-
still in Lamonia?
No. You see all of the other moons, but there are 12 moons in Eberron.
Okay. So we see Eberron regardless of the plane we're in?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But when you were in Lamania, that was the only moon you saw.
Okay.
I'm gonna drift up a little higher and make a perception check for somewhere we could camp.
Okay.
Oh, help.
I'll take an advantage.
Okay.
It helped a lot. Anyway, perception, that's an 18.
An 18.
It would have been on that one.
You find a spot where there's kind of a bit of a gully that's got a good. Seems like it'd be a good spot where you'd be able to view things, but kind of put your back up to something, so you'd be kind of covered from view and in a position where if something did happen, you would be in a good spot. And you notice in the distance kind of the smoke of not necessarily something burning, but like a building, like a large building.
How far away do I think that is?
About 10 miles.
So not getting there easily tonight.
No, and it's not the direction you appear to be going, but it's kind of off to your right, and you can see it somewhat. There's like a few buildings there, and you can see some light, and you can see it looks to be kind of like you're guessing probably like a large lumber yard.
I am gonna say to her, we're still up there so they can hear us.
Yeah.
Should we not tell them about the lumber camp, possibly? I don't know if that's a good idea with Balrek right now.
I don't think secrets are going to help anyone.
But that's what we do, Nadia.
Sure, but things are a little different now. We have secrets, and then we have secrets.
You're right. And this isn't one of those secrets.
Yeah.
Right, well then let's go share what we found.
Okay.
I'm gonna zoom back down. Whee!
You shot a guy.
I don't really want to talk about it,
Like-
because before this I could pretend that I did nothing wrong ever. And yet, here I am.
I insulted 2 people to death.
Well, I've always told you your words can hurt, Nadia. I have been in such pain sometimes.
Jesus. Good. And I hop off.
I found a good place. We found a good place to hide out for the evening, if anyone feels like resting.
Sure.
I definitely need to. But
Same.
also, maybe 10 or so miles away, pretty sure we saw a lumberyard. It's not in the way we're going, but it's off and I'll point in the direction.
Based on his descriptions, it's still in Allhar Forest.
It would be like right on the edge.
We're going there in the morning.
Are you sure you want to do that? Well, that look tells me that I shouldn't have asked.
Lumber camp might have more than what we just fought, Balrek.
How about we go, we check it out, and then we reconvene.
I'll be honest, I'm not terribly comfortable going there with the intention of slaughtering them all, if that's what...
I never said we'd do that.
I think I just wanted to hear you say that.
Insight check.
On me? Oh.
Say me too. Oh, no.
26.
19.
Sorry, 25.
I believe you 100%.
I believe you and I don't even have to roll.
It's called naive.
It feels nice to be rolling on you instead of you rolling on me.
How
we turn tables.
he's not.
Would it be fair to say that you
like
get the vibe that you're not totally convinced of that statement?
So, just to, however you want to convey this, that's not his first go-to, but that is a distinct possibility.
It's an option on the table.
Yeah. So you you get the vibe that this could go south, depending on what you see there.
Alright.
Okay. All right. Watches.
I'll take a watch.
Okay. Well,
I'm always up late, so
these three raise their hands first.
I won't take a watch.
So you're taking middle watch, first or last?
I'll do first.
Last. Okay.
Strix. I'm gonna pass out.
Okay. So, I'll get settled in. Hot camp or cold camp?
With that, like,
The woods.
Where you're set up, you're fairly well covered. Like nobody would be able. It'd be unlikely somebody would be able to see the fire.
Or the smoke.
Probably not. Like somebody would have to probably be fairly close.
I think I would like the security of a fire tonight. The warmth.
Okay. We could always do a small one too, not too big.
Yeah.
I think I just need to feel like I'm somewhere civilized for even just an hour.
Okay. That's good.
Nice.
My dice rolled well for me. That's a 18 on perception.
18 on perception?
And
Okay.
at some point during my watch, I'd like to inspect my gun.
I'm gonna have to do something real quick before we go to sleep.
Yes.
Sure.
Hey, Deadeye. I'm gonna hand you the. It's like a pocket pistol or something. I don't know.
Thank you, kid.
Good night.
It's like one of those little single shot like Derringer type things.
Oh, small boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll stick that into my boot somewhere.
Okay.
Somehow.
It's a little itty bitty one, but.
Bye.
There's a gun in this boot.
But yeah,
And the
Daddy.
snakes got it.
Just tail wrapped up.
but yeah, so 18 perception, and then I'd like to take out my gun and inspect it and try to think really hard about that room that I saw, but also if that doesn't work, Ballista herself. Mostly the room, though.
You're sitting there and thinking, and you get this kind of strange kind of nagging at the back of your mind, and while you're thinking about it, the shadows kind of flicker, and on the tree in front of you, just a shadow just kind of seems to kind of rise and forms this tall spire, and then just kind of, as you kind of focus on it, like the shadow, you realize the shadow, there's no shadow cast there.
Same one I saw in the dragon shard.
Looked very similar.
Okay. That's not creepy at all.
Not even a little bit. So your watch goes by without any real issue.
Sweet.
And so you wake up Maul. And you
Yup.
Take a night.
Good night.
Wake the fuck up.
so you lay your head down and you get comfortable and you close your eyes and you have this thought that maybe you should tell Maul about the shadow, and your eyes kind of pop open and you're sitting at a gorgeous wooden table in this small kind of nondescript room. The floor, the walls are all just solid black stone, almost seamless. There's a door to one side in the room, and just a simple but elegant wooden table with a simple reading lamp and just a few books kind of spattered.
Same room as before.
Same room as before.
You said there's a door on the left.
There was a door on the left, yes.
Can I go look at a book?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah. I have more books than what I had before, so I have to figure out. So there's a. Let me grab my notes. Sorry. I need to add colors. There is a blue book, a red book, a brown book, a yellow, and a white.
Got a heavy one.
And the writing on the outside is unintelligible. It's something that you don't really recognize.
Okay. I'm gonna go for white.
Okay. Give me an investigation roll.
17.
17. You open the book and it's not so much reading, but you feel just kind of a path of information, and it's kind of clips of Needmore's life through different points, and you're reading through and you feel like when you're done flipping through it, it's an odd feeling, but you have this feeling that you could probably work a set of wood carving tools fairly well.
Cool.
You're so talented.
Wow!
You kill people and learn things.
Oh my god. I'm gonna be
I gotta
the final boss in this.
That's a nice skill you got there. Be ashamed if someone took it.
Now I do know things. Real quick, I'd like to poke outside the door. That's it, and then I'll be good.
You close the book and you feel tired after reading it, and as you're getting towards the door, it's that nagging feeling of sleep coming in, and you open the door and you can see what looks to be some stairs going down, and you hear like footsteps moving, and you hear Thomas's voice. "Leave me alone. Go away, all of you." And you just kind of fade back into the emptiness of sleep. So if you want to give me a perception roll for your
18.
18.
Hey, twinsies.
You've been out in the forest out here a couple of times. It's weird how quiet it is out here. Like it's definitely, this area the life has definitely not come back to it. And it just kind of leaves this kind of strange, kind of haunting feeling. And other than that, it's just nothing.
Just boring.
Just boring.
Alright. Hey, who's next?
How far away is the grove?
Where you were when you ran into it, probably about 5 or 6 miles. It would bring you kind of in the direction of the lumber camp, but not quite. Like if the lumber camp was east, you'd be going a little bit more, well, hold on. this way. You're in east. So the lumber camp is more north. It would be a little bit more northeast. That it? Okay.
7.
7.
Nadia, your turn.
What? Yeah.
Wake up. It's real quiet. So,
Good.
I imagine it might be easier to hear things happen because there's nothing else going on.
Yeah. Well,
But it's boring. Have fun.
okay. I'll watch and probably also open up my books.
Okay.
Nerds.
I'll study Jacob and have mine side by side and kind of use the red book as a guidance tool for Jacob.
Okay. Give me. Perception or investigation, whichever is
That are exactly the same.
okay. At advantage.
Ooh.
That was a 15, and that's okay. Well, 15, 16, 17, 18.
18.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. You're looking through and you start to. It's not so much the words. You're looking at yours and you're looking at Jacob, and just when you move through the pages, the way just the words are laid out on the page, it's odd. There's something about it, and you look back at Jacob at one point and you see his face in your mind. It just the words almost, their placement, the way that they move on there almost begins to move, and almost like the language and the words are alive, and you have a clear image, like the image of his face that you've been trying to put together just coalesces in your mind, and it's not like you read it, you just felt it.
As I feel it, I'm gonna change.
Okay. And you hear giggles come from a few different spots around you. It's hard to tell. It's almost like that when you're in like a large forest and like sound kind of echoes and bounces around.
Does it?
Sounds like a young girl.
Okay, so I don't. Do I feel danger? Or
You feel. I'm gonna say danger.
Children gigglings is just creepy.
Demons.
But it's odd. It probably catches you off guard, but it doesn't necessarily trick to like, ooh, there's something about to kill me.
There's something about to haunt me.
Oh boy, I hate that.
that's interesting. And I'll drop it back.
Okay.
Pack it all back up.
Oh. I don't want to fuck with that. But
You probably aren't sleeping well through the night, would be my guess for Balrek anyway. This is probably pretty tumultuous, so you'd probably
I would,
be in and out of sleep throughout the whole night.
My plan was to get refreshed enough that I could shift again.
You could get to that point.
Which would be during your watch. So I'm not sure when that happens during the watch.
That's probably like the middle to the end of your watch. And she's just, that's probably why your perception is so low. You become so engrossed in the book. Like as you're reading it, like the the world around you like almost feels to recede. You're just in this. So you'd probably see Nadia just like staring.
Alright, he's gonna get up, look at her, kind of see her engrossed in that. Think about interrupting her to tell her where he's going, and then sneak out. I gotta.
You beat a
17
7?
on stealth. Once I'm a little bit away, I'm gonna turn into a warhorse.
Okay.
And run to the grove.
Okay. So you ride or you run and you get to the path that you were on, and I need probably an intelligence roll.
Argue with survival.
I'd say that, yeah.
I don't know why I'm trying to roll it.
But it would be, you can use your proficiency of survival, but you're going to use your intelligence as the ability.
Well, I'm not proficient in survival.
Oh, you're not?
No. Could I use my proficiency in persuasion?
Now that
Can
one's
he
not going to
persuade
work.
The
you?
trees to tell me where to go. That'd be a 7.
A 7. So you get to where it was, and you remember walking through, and the vegetation was kind of dense in this one spot, and you see roughly where it is, and you come up and you walk through, and you don't see the grove. And you kind of wander around for a bit. Give me a percentile roll.
That'd be a 34.
34. You probably wander around that area for, I don't know, probably an hour, and just it's like it's not there.
I think it'll be less than an hour. Oh, 2 hours still. Okay. He'll kind of look around a little more, then just defeatedly run back.
Okay. So you're kind of finishing up your watch, Nadia, and just as you're kind of getting ready to start to, probably wake everybody up, you hear, as you or as the horse?
Would I be able to get there and back within 2 hours as a horse?
Probably not. Though you'd probably have to. Probably the last little bit would probably be as Balrek.
Fine.
You hear like, would you still be running as Balrek?
Once I got closer, I would just walk.
Okay.
Would I still be Jacob?
It would probably, depending on how long you stayed as Jacob.
I thought you said you changed back when you put away everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So you, the sun just kind of comes up, and you've been looking around, just kind of making sure nothing, and then you see Balrek kind of walking back towards camp, with the sun just kind of cresting up.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
How you feeling?
Confused.
Yeah.
A little lost. But I was gonna tell you I was going somewhere, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
Thanks. Yeah. don't think of you any differently, if that's helpful.
Why?
We're all people.
Some of those goblins were just trying to leave.
Yeah.
I don't regret it.
Okay.
I did miss it. It's very peaceful here.
Is this your home?
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
thanks.
If I knew my home, I'm sure I would have fought for it too.
We'll find it.
Yes. Yes, we will. Together.
As you finish saying that, you see a bird with some branches in its mouth just kind of fly in and settle down near the top of a tree and just kind of poke them down, and you can see what's starting to be the beginnings of a nest of a tree on one of the trees. And you see another bird just kind of fly in and just kind of land down on another tree a ways off. And you get the very faint, because there aren't many, but the faint chirping of birds and a song as the sun comes up. And that's what you all kind of wake up to.
Spend a couple minutes and just druid craft a bunch of small sticks at the base of the tree.
Okay.
And just leave them there.
Could I? Before Gideon wakes up,
Fuck.
I'm gonna look up Balrek and
Bring it on.
one moment, please. I'm gonna remember the drawings of the birds that were like grotesquely human, and then Gideon asked if I could change into one of those.
Yeah.
I'm going to try as much within my physical limitations to be as grotesque a human bird I could possibly be.
I may disagree with this course of action, but I respect the hell out of it.
It is... Nadia becomes one of the most bizarre, like, her like lips, it kind of extend out just a bit and kind of go a little bit triangular, but not enough to be like a full beak. It's like this long, and her head kind of shifts, and the skin around her eyes kind of peels back, so there's almost like this weird, just kind of like big bulbous open eyes. The ears just kind of are gone, and she's got like these weird, like, her hands just kind of move together, and like there's just like a very like Danny DeVito penguin hands where it's like 3 fingers.
Could I get the teeth going on too? Just like the
big
biggest chompers.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And like very muscly legs, like human legs.
Okay, yeah.
And they're naked.
I have a question. Is this just before he wakes up? Because he wakes up late.
Yeah, y'all can watch this.
See, you probably hear the chirping and your eyes open, and you see Nadia go shh, and just like
Oh fuck.
I was just gonna take one of my weird bird feathers and just stand over Gideon with like big ol' eyes and a big toothy grin. And just tickle his nose. Just gently tickle it.
I would so like roll out of bed backwards, terrified by bed.
Gideon rolls out, and like he rolls into the back wall of this crevice you're in, and just like dust falls off of like roots. So there's like that scream, and there's like dust, and like probably a worm that lands in your mouth.
My Furbulg reactions would take over, and I'm gonna bonus action, hidden step, and just go invisible.
And you just see like the faint like outlines of dust just like going around where Gideon was.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to like crab walk it into
You see the dust as I scramble sideways. It only lasts for like 6 seconds, so I'm just off to the side now, scrambling away.
Just like laughing.
I'm
She'll
gonna leave the wherever we are. Just be like, I might puke.
I can see that everyone else isn't reacting horribly. It would click.
Yeah.
My hair's a mess. I'm covered in dirt. I'm like,
You can taste the dirt in your mouth.
Nadia?
I'm gonna drop it.
Nadia! How dare you mess with my beauty sleep?
You told me to think about the next prank I was going to pull, and it was on you.
I did add not on me. I did add that. Oh, my heart. You almost ruined me. And look at me. I'm filthy.
Oh, well, darling, we both knew that.
Yes, I want to be filthy, but not unclean.
Sorry, everyone. So sorry.
Oh, I'm sure you all enjoyed the show.
Say that to my no longer wanting breakfast.
Oh, no? Okay, breakfast ale?
Yeah?
Now that I'm awake and can handle what just happened, bravo. Wow. We can take that back into the performance. We can put that on the stage. Oh, imagine the scary stories we can tell now.
We can do it. We can do it.
Once my heart rate returns to normal, I'll start writing something. Oh,
Breakfast ale?
please. I'm just gonna reach by you and like.
The first swing's a little bit gritty, but after
I
that
don't
you're
care.
fine.
I don't care.
It stays gritty.
Maul's got the good ale.
Oh, yeah.
Did you put sand in here? Ah,
Yeah.
What?
why?
It helps filter out everything that's not alcohol.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
That's not how brewing works.
How did you know?
It's also a solid trick to keep the beer to keep your tankard from sliding around on the ship. It adds a little bit of weight to it. It's an old sailor's trick.
Hey, do I still feel like I'm really good at carving wood?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Hey, Nadia.
What's up?
So yesterday, while we were in the middle of that crazy battle,
Sure.
I killed one of the goblins.
Yeah.
Several.
Well, okay. When I killed Zod.
Who?
The second goblin that I killed.
Was that the one that was jettisoned into the sky and then you shot him out of the air?
No, that was
That was fun.
Needmore.
Oh, okay.
That was Needmore.
Oh.
Need more.
Did you miss? Oh god.
You probably just see Balrek's head just like snap sideways.
We don't know the voices in your head, but now we do.
As did Needmore the third. He was the pigeon that.
Did we kill a Needmore? Did you?
I killed a Needmore.
I am not an accessory.
What does that mean?
They own the logging company.
We did it as a group, so that's a we.
Yeah.
Also, it matters to no one. Who
does
got away?
We can use that.
Who got away?
Family.
Did we see anyone get away? We kind of caught everybody.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. There are no witnesses.
Well, no corpse, no crime.
Anyway, it kind of forced my conscience into another place for a few seconds, and I was in this room of like perfect black walls and floors with empty bookshelves except for 5 books.
Okay.
Were there more after I killed more of them?
Yeah, when you went
It's
in
one
the
per,
first
I'm
time, there
guessing.
would have been there would have been. So I guess there would have been 6 when you went back, because you had killed 3 people prior to that, right?
I killed 4 people prior to that. No, I know. I'm on 7 right now.
Okay, so there would have been 6 when you went in, and then 7 when you went back in.
Okay, all right. Amended number. And I kind of dreamt about it last night again.
Okay.
And I was able to read a book, and it was a tower that I saw in the Red Dragon Shard with that crazy god guy yesterday. I don't know. But I read the book that apparently belonged to Needmore, and I feel like I could probably win a wood carving competition right now. And that's kind of weird, because I've never done that before. But I feel like I'm very capable in a not normal sense.
Have you tried? You
I
might
haven't.
have a false sense of confidence. I often do.
I don't have any carving tools. I can't really.
I'll take out my knife, and I'll grab a piece of wood, and I'll put it in your hands. Give it a shot.
Make the bird version of her.
So you don't have the tools.
No, I don't have wood carver's tools. I don't think.
Just whittling.
Let me double check, but.
Yeah.
Wood carving tools.
But you know,
just like
you're just trying to do like a basic like whittle nothing like. You're gonna basically try to. You have like a small knife.
Yeah.
You know what? Go for it. Roll dexterity plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
What are you trying to carve?
a big old dick.
I was gonna say a dick, but I've never seen one, so I wouldn't.
You've seen pictures.
Do your interpretation
How
of
big
it.
is the piece of wood?
Yeah, like a root.
You probably find like a decent sized branch if you
decent
wanted to right here.
I will make a squirrel.
Make a squirrel.
Patches.
All right, give yeah.
Where is Patches?
Not with us.
Back in home.
What did you say it was? Proficiency plus what? Dex?
Dex.
Yeah.
12?
12.
Should I assist her in the visage of Patches?
You're trying to do patches? Yeah. Throw it at advantage then. Or something like
That was worse. 12?
12. It looks like a squirrel. Like it may not be like a perfect rendition, but you definitely carve out like the general body of a squirrel. Like you feel like a level of competency, and you feel that if you had the right tools, you'd probably have a much easier time with this.
Have you ever carved anything before?
No.
And you're thinking like, oh man, I wish I had. And you start like, I wish I had a gouge. You know, this type of guy. Like like the terminology is
I would
in your head.
Probably as I was doing it, then say So I'm thinking right now, not knowing how, this is the type of tool that I really wish I had. And I don't even know if I know what that looks like, except I do know what that looks like because of reading that book.
That's really weird.
It is really weird.
Yeah, that's some demon shit.
Kind of useful if you think about it.
I mean, I want to know
Sure.
what the other books say.
Yeah.
You might get really good at tap dancing.
The thing is,
Oh.
this sounds great, right? Everything comes at a price,
Yeah, well,
and I would be afraid to find out what the price for this one is.
Probably the fact that I made a deal with the devil.
Sure.
well.
Because that doesn't necessarily end well at all ever.
No.
Do you maybe think you shouldn't read any more of the books for now?
I know I shouldn't, but I really like reading.
I can't blame you.
Okay.
Can't blame you. But, who am I one to say play it safe? Do what you
Well.
want.
If this helps, and I'm gonna reach into the bag of holding and bring out 10 editions of Kinky Treehouse. I have lots of reading material.
Lots of carving inspiration. What?
I don't know. This sounds super sketchy, and
Can Can I try reading one more? And then depending on how that goes, I won't do it again.
I
There's 7.
would like to point out, it seems like this is a byproduct of your deal and not in addition to.
What do you mean?
How many people have you killed
7.
with that gun? How many books are there?
7. So this is like how my daddy can see ghosts. It's just happens to be another factor, but not necessarily a main part.
I think whether or not you read them, they're there.
Did you learn anything else from the book? Did you...
I learned all about his life and stuff. Like,
Good, bad, and the ugly? Was it all in there?
it was all pretty much like, you know how they say when you die you see your life flash before your eyes?
Yeah.
It was like that, but I could read it at my own pace.
That's a terrifying prospect.
Is he in charge of this region?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But not
One
anymore.
of.
One of?
One of, yes.
Who else?
You didn't. It would refer to him as my brother, or brothers, like 2 brothers. But you didn't like there were no other
Solid details.
like names throughout the whole book. Like he would reference people, but it was always like my father, or so there was never a name in the book other than his name.
He also has 2 brothers. I think that probably have some power over the area, but no names, just his.
How do you feel?
Fine, though I probably shouldn't. I don't think I should feel as fine as I do. I don't know, to me it's just kind of interesting. And
You're not feeling compelled to go kill more people for information, or?
no,
Are you seeing ghosts?
not yet, though that would be interesting for the first few minutes, I think.
Great attitude to have. I admire that. Alright, so...
I'll let you know if I see ghosts,
Okay.
and I'll let you know how the dreams go,
Okay.
but I don't want to keep secrets from y'all, so...
Yeah.
That's very much appreciated.
Yes, it is.
We should probably get going.
Yeah.
Gonna get the carpet out. Care for another ride?
Sure.
Actually, I realize this is being rude. Aster, do you want to hop on too? I think we can all fit, the 3 of us.
I like walking.
Alright.
Thank you, though.
I assume you don't want to hop on.
Well, good.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? Let's just go.
I would, but we're not all 3 going to fit, so you 2 go ahead.
Okay.
No, walk.
Please.
Okay.
Can I have one of your smart books for the walk?
I'll give you 1 and 2 in case you get through the first one.
Thank you, I probably will. I'm a fast reader.
Okay. They're pretty graphic.
What in the hell does that mean? Reverse what?
For some reason, that appeals to Aster.
Okay. So you start traveling towards the log camp. Okay.
Yeah.
One has a convincing argument to go elsewhere.
I don't think Balrek could be entirely convinced
We
right
don't
now.
know where we're going, so you're leading the way, so it doesn't matter where we think we're going.
I mean, I could
know
fly the
maps.
fuck out of here, but I won't.
To the logging camp.
Okay.
To battle.
No.
So it's gonna take a few hours to get there.
Plenty of time to get through 2 books.
You're about halfway through the second book when you get pretty close, and at that point you can start hearing the sounds of saws and voices, all in Goblin. Just so
Do I know Goblin now?
you do not.
Fuck.
Oh. If only.
That would have been so fucking cool.
She goes around killing people strategically so she learns every language.
That's what I want to do. Oh my god. That'd be way
I'd be
easier.
fucking doing that.
The language murderer.
You'll get there anyway. It's fine.
What?
You'll get there.
The grammar
Yeah,
killer.
but you learn more than just languages. You learn a lot of other things.
The hanging part.
Anyway.
Okay. So at this point, everybody can hear you. Probably about a good half mile before everybody was starting to pick out some of the sounds.
Show off.
So, the lumber mill then, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Gonna look up and
We try
Oh, yeah,
talking
it's-
first.
we will try talking first.
How high up were you?
I only say like 15, 20 feet
Okay,
out.
so you're staying. You stay fairly low. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going above the tree line right now.
Okay.
The only time I'm gonna go up there is if like there is a reason I need to go check something.
Okay.
Which?
So, yeah, you're.
Do you two want to take a quick look? See what we're actually dealing with?
Oh, we can. I'll try my best not to alarm anyone. But is there anything in particular you're looking for? Maul, you're kind of the strategist here.
Hopefully less numbers.
Numbers. How many of those goblin mech suits they have?
All right.
I have something to deal with those.
Dispersal of where they are. If there's a few people off by themselves.
All right. We'll do our best. Yes.
Okay.
Actually, do you want to come for the ride?
I'd probably be better off sneaking around myself.
Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Be careful.
Do that.
So you're gonna sneak up on the ground and you're gonna do like a flyby.
Yeah, I'm gonna like skirt the edge outside and above.
Okay.
Try and like stay low on the tree line.
Okay.
And I'm looking for like number of people, number of mechs, layout of buildings. Getting a lay of the land.
Should I roll stealth check too?
Yes, you're coming with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we all rolling stealth?
I would say the one of you is you're probably gonna roll at advantage because if you're on there, basically like you could be like, no, down more, you idiot, like that type of situation.
Okay.
I rolled 2, right?
Yeah.
That's
Unless,
way
if you're
better.
trying to sneak closer, I don't know if everybody's trying to like.
Yeah, I don't know if
I think it's just
Balrek and I are waiting
I'm
back.
squad.
waiting.
Okay, I'll wait with Balrek.
My stealth is 19.
19. Okay.
And then would you like my perception check?
Yes.
Should I do it advantage because she's also looking?
How about
Yeah.
I didn't roll perception
What?
yet,
What'd you want to do?
but I rolled a nat 20 for a 27 stealth.
Okay.
Ooh, fuck yeah.
You're in a different campaign.
Perception is 22.
Nice. So you two start flying over, staying kind of low. 3 of you down there, and Maul goes off, and he gets like 10 feet away, and you have no fucking idea where he is. Just gone. Can't hear
He
him,
is the
can't see him,
forest.
just out.
Well, he's really good at that.
He's really good at a lot of things.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Kill him and find out.
Fucking try.
I'd be able to take it.
I'm not there.
25 perception.
25 perception. Okay. So there's about 30 people in this camp.
Okay.
They're cutting most of the lumber appears to be regular trees. There's a spot towards the eastern side of the camp where there's a bunch of trees that when you see the base of them, they're a deep blue like Balrek staff. There's what looks to be probably a little bit better dressed goblin smoking a big cigar and he's talking to a couple of gnomes. And they're kind of looking over there, and you see one of the gnomes reach in and pulls out like a large pouch, hands it to the goblin, and he whistles over, and one of like the trees that's been cut down a bit is loaded onto a wagon, and the
One of the regular trees or one of the blue trees?
one of the blue trees, and they load it up, and it looks like they're gonna leave, but the gnomes start talking to each other, and they call over to the goblin. Just go, all right, well, and they head up into a building.
Did it look like they were speaking common?
You probably because you guys were staying fairly high up. You would be able to read their lips.
Oh, okay.
When the money was changing hands, you got there's more than this where this comes from if this proves to be what you say it is, and this is the gnome saying it to the goblin. He's like, it's exactly what I said it is. And when they go to get on the wagon, you can see one of them. Yeah, I think we should stay then. And then you can hear, hey, mind if we stay for a drink? And that's the other gnome that you couldn't see their face. And the goblin's like, yeah, sure. And they head up to kind of like you've got what looks to be where like the lumber mill is, and then there's like a spot that's definitely kind of set up above it, windows on all three sides, and they start heading up there into what's presumably an office.
Okay.
Should we go back, or should we try and scope out the office? Is there a way that, theoretically, I could, like, land on top of the office building with nobody seeing?
You feel like nobody in camp has shown any sign of noticing you, so it's a flat roof up the top, so theoretically.
Just sneak down, maybe? Hover above, we won't even step on it.
Sure.
So you're just going to kind of hover above it?
Carefully, I'm going to keep an eye and make sure nobody's seeing me, and that first glimpse of somebody possibly seeing me, I'm booting it.
Okay.
And
all right.
I'm going to try and overhear what's happening.
Give me a perception roll with disadvantage.
You got it. Well, that's good, because that's not one.
That's not one. So what's the total? Well, it's probably sub 10, right?
That's 5.
5. You hear a little bit of laughter, but that's about all you're able to make out of as far as sounds.
It was useless.
Though there is like a small, what looks to be maybe like a, not like a fireplace, but like the thinner ones for like a small like stove. Mm-hmm. You would have to land to be able to get into a spot where you could like listen into it.
You're really light. Do you want to hop down? Stage whisper.
Yeah, sure. Is there smoke coming up from it?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I will disbark.
Give me a stealth roll.
Disembark.
Disbark.
I will disbark. I will peel my bark away. No one will ever know. Ooh.
Okay, 21.
Okay.
Nice.
So you head over, and you're gonna just kind of pop your ear on and try to listen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give me a perception roll.
Oh.
5.
5.
It rolled off of a nat 20.
Oh man. It's kind of echoey, and all you get is, stay as long as you need to. Then you're very perceptive, so you see them kind of hover up above, and you know that they're up there too. So, and then you see them get close. You see Nadia get off of the the carpet and kind of move to a point where like you can't. She definitely moves away, so because of the angle, you can't see her at all. And just gonna get back on.
Yeah.
She comes back about a minute later and pops back on.
I'm gonna stealthily fly us back to the main group of the party.
Okay. So you see them.
Can I see? I see that there's a good amount of people.
Yeah.
Are there any separations, or is this just one big group of dudes milling around?
There's definitely like different groups. There's some groups working like one of like the big saws that you push the log on and it's gonna kind of
I'm guessing
split
that's
it down.
really loud over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some that are like with like smaller saws, like cutting logs down to smaller lengths. But there's a bunch of different groups about, and I would say that because you're on the ground, you've got a better view of like them. It's probably about like 1/3 like guys that look like they have some sort of weapons, and then like 2/3 like the regular ass just kind of worker.
Peons.
Yeah.
Okay.
No boys.
Do
So,
I
like-
see? Sorry.
So as far as fighters, you would probably be outnumbered about 2 to 1, and that's without counting the peons.
Right. And not counting the boss goblin and the gnomes, I assume too.
Yeah.
What about counting the fact that I have 3 guns?
Well, considering you only have 2 hands, you only have 2 guns.
Tail.
I have
Got a tail.
That would be amazing.
That's fair. I don't know. I don't think your tail could fit in the gun.
No.
You would put it on, it would just
wait,
shoot.
Wait until I have my repeater, and then we'll see what happens.
There we go.
Do I see any mechs around?
Yes. There's the 2 that you see though, it looks like they're different mechs or they've been outfitted differently, and they're just like the big grabbing arms, and they're basically just moving shit around. And most of those, they're like walking around like the canopies are like peeled back, and they're basically doing like big heavy labor.
Kind of like peon dudes, like they don't look strapped with gear or anything.
You
inside,
can't see
Can't
that
tell.
really well, but they're definitely like the way they're moving. They look like they're a bit more competent because like they're picking up
Okay.
like huge
Yeah.
logs and moving them around.
And one last thing.
Yeah.
There is blue wood here.
Yes.
Is there any size that I could pick up? Are we talking only currently logs right now?
There's a spot towards the back where there's another saw. It's a bit smaller, and it is normally, you have that silvery steel. This is like a very, very dark metal, and there's it's opened up on one side, and it looks like they're replacing like some stuff inside, like belts and stuff like that. And there looks to be like a little bit of arguing going on between like the goblins that are over there working on it. And like they've just got like you can see there's a bunch of replacement like belts and gears over by that saw.
Damn, this wood's tough.
Yeah.
And the pieces over there are like smaller.
You've got a couple like planks where they've been cut down to more of like a lumber size, like a 1x12 by like the smallest thing you're gonna find is probably like an 8-foot length.
I'm looking like maybe like a quarterstaff size.
No,
Clearly.
not quite that size. No.
Okay. All right. I don't want to grab a whole plank of wood. That'd be rough.
It is rough.
If I can get just like grab a sawdust of the blue stuff.
I'm gonna need another stealth roll for that.
You got this, BB.
Pocket dust.
Because that's going to be you
Stealthy.
you're going to have to get a little bit into the camp to do that.
Right. They are arguing, so I'm hoping
Yes.
that'll give me a little cover. That is a 13.
You get close and you go to grab it, one of them kind of pauses for a second and then goes back down, and you grab like a small handful, and you're just able to get out of there.
You run away going, tee. I'm the sawdust pixie.
I'll go a little longer around so I don't lead them straight back if they are following me.
Okay. And you get back to the main group a little bit after Gideon and Nadia land.
So I saw about 30 people.
Yeah.
Super quick. As we're waiting, I'm just gonna stand around for. I don't know, you guys are gone for like 5-10.
Yeah.
After like a minute, you're gonna see Balrek be like, then reach into his pouch and pull out a pendant that is carved to look like a bear's head, made from the same wood as his staff, and he's gonna just put it on. Kind of hangs like right inside of the necklace Maktan gave him.
It is warm when you place it on. Like, not hot, but like somebody has been holding it in their, like, warmer than if somebody had been holding it in their hand. Like, it gives off a definite sense of warmth.
When he pulls it out, he'll probably see him crack a big smile.
Did your mama make that?
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Give me intelligence and proficiency.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay. Oh God, which die do I use? Intelligence and proficiency. Ooh. How do I math? 11.
11. You
That's
don't
a
really
great
notice.
question.
Not enough to really notice anything.
That's fine.
Okay, so
That's it. Sorry for derailing you, Ted.
No, that's okay. Totally fine. So there's 30 people or so.
Yep.
We saw some gnomes making a deal for some of the blue wood.
Correct.
There seems to be a boss man with a cigar who went into the office building. We tried to listen, but we couldn't hear anything.
They said something about staying as long as they needed to.
Yeah.
The gnomes are buying blue wood for something. They're wondering if it's what they need it to be. And if it's real, they were going to stay and buy more.
Safe assumption. It doesn't look like it's going to be any easy to get in there unless we were to pose as buyers, perhaps. But what pretense do we want to go into this place if we go in?
It's sketchy.
I don't know.
I mean, I can pretend to be a fancy noble buyer who wants a certain amount of logs, but
Sure.
It depends on what the goal is.
that's sort of what I'm getting at.
If we want to stop them, we should get help to do that.
From who?
It's a lot of people. I don't know. We have friends.
Friends who are going to help us stop a legitimate company.
A branch of which resides in Hope.
Well, we have connections at Hope. I mean,
I could ask Edris.
how bad is this company? You clearly have a problem with them.
My auntie.
How bad are they?
This clearing used to be filled with those trees.
What
Did
are
they
the
make the
trees?
fire?
Yeah.
That's not even collecting lumber. It's literally destroying things.
Yeah.
I'm not really for that. I don't really know what we can do here. There's not that many of us.
There's 30 of them, 10 of which look like they could fight 2 mechs.
I mean, even if we stopped him here, they'd just send more guys. You have to, if you want to prevent this whole forest from being nothing, you have to cut the head off the snake.
Well, there is a head there.
There is one boss man.
Sure, but we've already killed one boss man. If we kill another, then the snake's just going to get stronger.
I don't think that's how snakes work.
It's a weird snake, but
3-headed snake. From the book, was there anybody at the top of Needmore besides the 3 brothers?
The father was mentioned, but you're not positive. You're not 100% positive he's alive.
Okay.
You know that he started the company. You're good.
Any heirs?
Of them,
Sons?
he did not have any kids.
Then what? Do we go full environmentalist terrorist and we destroy all the companies? I don't
What's
really.
a terrorist?
It's an asshole who does terrible things.
I'm a terrorist.
Oh. Well, that's how I felt this morning. Just saying.
No. See. You think you're a terrorist.
No, I was.
I'm a terrorist.
Maybe we should all stop saying that.
In game.
In-game.
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 I've knocked over a few powerful people before.
True.
So, if you've done that, what do you propose we do with this?
Well, this isn't me. Honestly, it's trees. I use it to build ships. It's a bit different for him. It's kind of where the terrorist lines blur.
I don't necessarily agree with what they're doing here, but I just don't know what we could do. I don't understand.
Is there a king or queen or any sort of monarchy that rules over Kabara besides fat piece of shit useless man?
Not really. It's the politics get muddled because that family basically settled Kabara, but off where you guys are, like, he's still technically in charge, but there has definitely been kind of some push to try to feels like kind of give them their section, and the like Hope and places around there you'd probably know this more than most. There tends to be a lot of refugees from Sire, the nation that became the Moorlands. So it's not. He's the only like real king that's in there.
There's no person we could go to that we could be like, hey, stop cutting down this shit. This is all protected land.
The people who
Here's-
are cutting it, probably.
What I would like to do, and in the interest of not keeping secrets, I am telling you instead of just doing this.
Okay.
I would like to turn into some sort of small animal and make my way up to the office and crush that goblin.
He's not alone.
My statement stands.
You die for this one?
Gotta die for something.
There's still more. You die here, it's not over. And no offense, Balrek, I'm not gonna go hunt down the lumber camp boss if you're not here.
Are goblins superstitious in any way? Is that a thing we know about goblins?
They tend to be more pragmatic.
Okay, so we can't pretend. I had a strange thought about scaring them all off. Like forest spirits and things of that nature. But I don't think that would work.
They might just try to kill him and sell him.
Probably. Fair point. We'll put that in our back pocket.
Right. One quick thing, just to clarify, I don't think I'm a terrorist. New Throne does. Just saying.
Fair.
Oh, by that extension, we all are.
You know what? We did graduate there
Yeah.
as a team.
Finally, have graduated from something. Alright. If we're going to do anything violent of any kind, perhaps we wait till nightfall. Surely they have to shut down in a way at night?
This is not just my decision.
Alright.
I understand I have more stake in this, but this is not just me here.
I want to help you, I really do. I don't see any way in which we come out of this alive if we go in there and try and kill people.
I think there's another way. We just have to take the time to brainstorm it.
We have trickery on our side.
I'm good at that. She's good at that.
Again, was not advocating we go in guns blazing.
No.
Sure.
I've never been terribly opposed to murder in the sense that it's useful when people are awful.
Judas, no.
We could, if we do this quietly enough, we could get into the office of the people who are in there. I can become the goblin, you can become a halfling, and we can exit and fool everyone into thinking that the halfling has poisoned the goblin.
Well, you mean the gnome? No.
Oh, sorry, the gnome. We
I
could do something with that.
would become a tall gnome, but a gnome nonetheless.
I had an idea.
What's your idea?
The brother's dead, not coming back.
Okay.
Pretend to be the brother with a document that says we're not allowed to be here anymore per the king.
Sure.
All right.
I can forge the documents.
The only issue with that. Does anyone speak goblin?
Shit,
Are you
no.
sure I don't
They
speak
were,
goblin?
they were speaking common when I was up there.
Yes, but if he says anything...
Here's my thing. The brother shows up with documentation. Where are his 2 mechs and 15 men?
Sure. Yep.
Okay, then somebody pretend to be Edris and do it instead. Or just pretend to be anybody important. Pretend to be Mr. Flint.
Mr. Flint would never come out here. They would never believe it.
Okay, then somebody sent as an envoy to him.
You know a lot of nobles.
What about Dexter?
I do know a lot of nobles.
What about Dexter?
Done things for Flint before. Do you think
I
it's
don't know if
reasonable
Dexter's ever
he'll
left
be
the
out here?
city. We're very far from New Throne, aren't we?
4-ish
You're
days?
actually probably further from Hope than you are New Throne. New Throne, you're actually probably only about 2.5 days.
It entirely depends on who owns Needmore. Would I know that? Is that a subsidiary of Hook and Hitch?
Would I know that?
Would I know that?
I wouldn't know that.
Give me an intelligence roll and an intelligence
At
roll.
advantage?
No.
Oh.
Fuck myself. Jesus.
Straight intelligence?
Oh, my butt's asleep.
Yeah. Would you have done any research on them in your?
I did when I first.
Oh yeah, go
left,
ahead, give me an
if you remember,
intelligence roll.
let's go from that.
17.
17.
12.
Also, I was completely joking around. You didn't have to give me.
Well, I didn't think that you had really done much research, but if you had looked into them, then yeah.
7.
7. Okay. They have worked with them, but they are not owned by them. There is definitely you're pretty sure that they have sold lumber to them.
But,
They're actually probably one of the bigger suppliers of lumber in the area.
But need more.
Is its own company.
Need more as its own company.
We
Yeah.
could fake a deed
Yeah.
and make ourselves nobles
Sure.
and go in there claiming that we are now the new owners of the land.
We don't even need to be someone that they would recognize as long as we have
No,
the
just-
paperwork.
Paperwork and sound important. That's all I
Yeah.
ever had to do.
I'm very deceptive and
And with my acting career, I
Yeah.
can do pretty much any voice.
Alright.
That's the start.
Fiola Thorngage and Joshua Sindimore.
Fail and Joshua strike again.
It would just have to be something that made sure they don't come back.
Yeah.
Well, the issue is, if they go looking after who is this, why does this happen, they'll see through our guise.
Sure.
But that gives us time to figure something out.
If we are convincing enough that they disperse, then it will be a lot easier to take them out individually.
We should also maybe put together a couple satchels of gold. Bribes are always handy.
We could also come back with the head of his brother and say that we stumbled across it in the forest. That would certainly give incentive to travel.
Or kill us.
Oh, maybe a mech part and say we found it. And then he would want to go looking for his brother, yes?
or this could be a two-part thing.
Mm-hmm.
Pretend to be higher ups with them and say there's a more lucrative offer across the entire continent. And that gives us time to actually come up with more.
But does need more service more than Kabara? Does it?
I don't
Would we
see
know
why
that?
they wouldn't branch out.
Yeah, they've
Get
got.
it? It's a tree joke.
I'm thoroughly impressed with your wit and daring.
Ha 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 ha. Yes.
I suppose sending them in another direction is good, but
It would buy you more time. That's
Yeah.
just what I thought of.
redirecting them is good. I don't think we want to go too far because if they have other branches around, they wouldn't send this one that far.
Yeah.
Do we know any dangerous places we could send them?
Neutron.
There's no trees in New.
Congratulations! Go to New Throne
I
and
really
grow
think if we
tree.
just show them they don't own the land and they actually care about paperwork,
Well, that's
their
where the
next move would be pack up and move until they can get this land back.
Truth. That's good.
Yeah.
So as long as they care about red tape,
And we can make the red tape seem very important.
very red.
Very
I mean,
blinding.
given what you guys observed at the camp, do they care about red tape?
and they didn't seem to be doing anything out of the ordinary of a goblin lumber team.
To me, did the goblin gnome interaction look like a underhanded, like, hey, okay, it seemed legit?
It's
Yeah,
very
it's
out in the open.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, well,
If the red tape is scary enough, they might care about it.
Yeah.
what you do is you don't make it sound scary, you make it sound alluring. Fear doesn't always work with people like this, but the promise of wealth does.
Yeah.
Make it seem appealing that wherever they're going, there's bigger, more prosperous things to behold.
So you want to at the same time tell them this is our property. Also, hey, your boss said go here.
Well, no, that's probably
I think it's one or the other.
our property. And we make ourselves very important. The fallout of not listening could be very dire. Because if they have somewhere better to be, what's to stop them from just clearing this place out and then moving?
Correct.
Hmm.
They're quite literally making profit in front of us.
Exactly.
Subterfuge is the only thing I can think of
Yeah.
that will work in this whole scenario. And I think a lot of it is going to be simply in the moment. We can
Sure.
prepare all the paperwork, we can have a thought process, but when we go there, we're going to have to do it based on how they react. Cat, got your tongue?
Depending on how things went back in Hope after, I don't even know if Edgar stopped being a bitch about stuff. They said they almost had 400,000 gold. Right?
Yeah.
Between all of them,
Yeah.
they could buy the land. If you had somebody who owned it and was willing to sell it to them. And that way it stays in the hands of people who won't do anything bad.
They wanted that money to buy hope, though.
They won't need to buy Hope anymore, maybe.
I don't think anyone's going to trust Edris. Also, land like this can continue producing. They were cutting down younger trees.
Well, Balrek, how verdant was this forest once?
Well, you see all these larger trees,
I do.
they were all that.
But it looks like they're growing these younger ones to then cut. Or is this just remnants?
This is probably just new growth. It burnt out. It's growing back. And they're immediately cutting it without letting it grow bigger.
Sure.
My vote is a combination. Try the deed. If it doesn't work, I'll stab him in the face myself.
Well, the
Sure.
subterfuge will get us in there. We'll just have to dress you all up nicely so you look like you're part of the party.
Easy.
Or we just pose as your bodyguards.
They'll believe that with you two for sure. But you look so kind and genuine, they are less likely to believe it. Can you put on a mean face?
Face paint.
Or I could just be your mistress or something.
Oh,
Ooh, okay, yeah.
I'm in.
We have a plan.
Smut book's getting to you.
Absolutely. I
Why
went
don't
through
we
two.
find a place for the night to make camp quietly, because I'll have to draft up paperwork with Nadia's help.
You already have Viola's.
I do, but deeds and things like that require some extra work.
Yeah.
We'll have to move off a bit so they can't see us.
That's all right.
Or maybe a little bit see us, and then we'll kill whoever comes to look. It's not the greatest idea because then they'll be missing a lookout, but
I say we go
fun.
like 2 or 3 miles away.
Okay. So you guys are gonna go basically hang out, make some paperwork, and make camp for the day.
Yeah. Try to make it look like a nice bougie camp too.
Okay.
I'm going to spend the whole time drafting up deeds and everything I need for a business holdings deal.
I will also.
Okay.
I know you use components and things for some of your spells. I don't know if this would be useful, but here's some blue. Kind of like a smattering of... The trees seem to be important or magical in some way, so
Would you like to do a line of blue?
that's all I could get.
Tuck that in my component pouch.
Okay.
And as we're sitting there, I just want to kind of concentrate on the tattoos, and if things go sideways, can you give me anything?
Give me a wisdom roll.
Straight wisdom?
Yep.
Which one? Hold on. Which one?
Wait, you let him touch the one that you're gonna roll?
This boy's been rolling nat 20s all night.
That's true.
Yeah, but I literally have this dice that's called, like, Infernal or whatever.
That would be a 14.
14. Hunters aren't given. They take. You have what you need.
Bitch, where? I've had it all along.
There you go. And I think that's probably a good place to wrap it for the night.
Heck yeah.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Hey guys, yeah, thanks
Thanks for watching.
for hanging out. If you liked it, share with your friends because we want more people to.
And if you didn't like it, share with your friends anyway, because maybe they have better taste than you.
Wow.
That's worth a share.
That is.
Follow us on social media at Heretical Heroes on Twitter and other things. Join our Discord, !Discord. And I think that's it. Yeah,
Play video games the
Spotify,
rest of the week.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Cameron will be back tomorrow doing pizza stuff.
Pizza stuff.
I'm playing Stardew and I'm making a pizza empire.
It's pizza
Ooh.
time.
It's great.
Nice.
Go watch.
Pizza.
But yeah, be good. Make good choices.
Yeah.
Make bad choices and learn from them.
Be gay, do crime, and whatnot.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Take this time fast.
Alright, deuces.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.